How do I call in? How do I call in, Oni? Bro, you wanna call in? I wonder what you're gonna say, bro. Oni, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna. I just can't live, huh? How do I call in? You wanna do Discord? I'm gonna mute you though, cause you're gonna say some. But so the titles for Twitch and YouTube should be changed. You can try to like reload. Yeah. Reload your page and the title will be changed. Good. Discord is blocked on Chromebook. What about your phone, dude? What about your phone, bruv? I just use that as an excuse, innit? Mobile Discord looking ass. Discord mobile is for. Bruh. That's not nice, dude. What if I used mobile Discord, huh? What now? What now, huh? Nothing. Nothing at all. That's what. Exactly what. Can stop with that not nice talk. Yeah? Not my fault you like kids. What about it? Now I'm playing. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. A joke. Okay, I'm Batman. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Yeah. Should this be featured in my next song? Yeah. My friend I like. Wait. Whoa. Let's rewind real quick. My friend said I like kids. Yeah, that's it. there's nothing else. Like you thought I was a rapper, I'm not. But yeah. Everywhere. Album drop 2023, bro. I need to get better on my music too, cause in the time that I haven't been streaming, my mom has informed me that Twitch does not allow me to say the N word. I'm pretty sure the world doesn't allow you to say the N word, man. And I'm pretty sure your mom doesn't allow you to say the N word. Not quite good, is it? Let me feature. Okay, fine. Wait, but are you gonna call in on Discord? Oh, you want to feature on the song, bro? I'll try to make more music soon. You know, you got some bars. Remember the bars. Write them down. Write them down. We'll set this up. You know, I'll fly you out to Utah. We're gonna go to the studio. Cause nobody lives here, so it's gonna be free. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. Amazing. Absolutely spectacular. If I do say so myself. What do I do here? My TV's up there, right? And that's what I'm looking at right now. Camera's down here. My other monitor, my spare monitor is right there. But what I need to do, bro, I need to get a third monitor. Yeah. Nah. I think what I might do more realistically is that I will plug in this third monitor, but I'll only usually use two, which is these bottom two. Yeah, that's the plan. It's looking like I need to get a new HDMI cord, get a new like input cord. Fucking hell, bro, so much work. But actually, not yet. I'll do that when I, upgrade my PC in like 20 years. I'll do it all at once. Love to see it. See here, I want to be able to see the chat like immediately. Like I'm looking up there for the chat, but it's like it doesn't. It's not the same. It's not the same. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what to do. I'm gonna try to figure out what to do. But blot. How are you guys though? Not you, Ben. I don't really give a fuck. But Daniel, Sasha, how are you guys doing? I'm curious as to how this year's been for you guys. High school should be done by now. High school should have been done like 10 years ago, bro. Especially, holy Gwickernogs. Holy Blicker Nuggets, dude. Holy Blicker dudes. Holy Blicker block. Dude, holy guacamole. Dude, what the absolute F tot, dude. She belongs to me. She said that she was all alone. Bro, Michael Jackson, goated. But Sasha, high school should definitely be over for you when you look like you're fucking 70. You like, did you shave your beard? Like, because every time I look at Hamlet, I'm like, bro, if Hamlet looks like this now, Sasha was the beginning. You know, like you started it, bro. You started it, bro. Started the whole like grown man in high school thing. Ugh. Slander never ends. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm sure. Quite sure. Quite absolutely, resolutely sure that you are doing wonderfully well. And that nobody thinks that you're a grown man harassing high school children. Gosh darn it, bro. Trying to figure out the most efficient way to have this chat up, but she lied to you, lied to me, that she was loving me, yeah. Yeah, I'm in high school. I'm a senior. What about you? She was loving me, yeah. I just wanna know if you're playing me, leaving on the low. I don't wanna know if you're playing me, leave it on the low. I don't know. Girl. You and oh yeah, I just read that. But yeah, like I was saying though, what about you? I don't wanna know if you're playing me, baby. On the low. Heart can't take it anymore. Girl, I don't wanna know if you're playing, baby. My heart can't take it anymore. You're playing me, leave it on the line. Yeah. Love this. Ooh, dude. I just saw top 5 hairstyles for black men 2023. I guess we know what we're watching. What the fucking hell? Okay. We know what we're watching. Just saying, we like to interrupt your regular schedule. Top 5 hairstyles of 20. I know it's echoing, by the way. Wait, it's not echoing. It's just attention that a lot of you watching these videos and learning about your flipping quadriboodle? Dude, it's not freaking nice, dude. The heck is this, dude? Like, dude, come on, dude. Do better, dude. Gosh, dude. The heck, dude? Dude, what the heck, dude? Oh, dude. Where the heck is the flipping Sasquatch shit, dude? Dude, what the heck, dude? Gosh, dude. Like, bro, it's not that darn hard, dude. Sheesh, dude. Shit is annoying the fucking flipping bitterscotch fuck out of me. Pissing me the fuck off. There we go. Now you guys can hear normally. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm not. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute myself here. Oh, right, mute myself. So I'm gonna mute myself while it's playing. Then when I pause it, I unmute. Oh. Actually, that takes away the whole entire point. I just don't want to put my headphones on because they're like really bad quality. Like they're gonna hurt my ears. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it for the grind. God damn it. I hate this shit. Actually, matter of fact, here's what we gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do exactly what I really fucking at. I'm gonna try to use Stream Deck on my phone. And hopefully it does shit. You know? Selfie, dude. Selfie for the gram. Oh. No, I gotta get a lower. Selfie for the gram, dude. I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. My heart can't take it anymore. If you're playing me, keep it on the low. Oh, I don't wanna know. Fucking shit, fuck nugget. I sound like a kid that just learned how to curse, bro. I love it. It's great. I love it. Oh my god, it's great. Oh my goodness. That's like so great, dude. Like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Like, oh my god, I can't believe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's my email? See, this is what I don't like about you young boys. Yeah. You watermelon thick lip looking at. Nah, let me stop. That's gonna get me banned. See. Back in my day, us Uncle Ruckus ass people, because it's not socially acceptable to say. It's not socially acceptable. Even though I'm one of them. I'm one of them cotton ass pickers. I'm one of them, yet I can't even say my damn word. Make that make sense, buddy. But see, back in my day, us Uncle Ruckus ass motherfuckers used to be respected. Nowadays, y'all think we're coons. That's definitely getting me banned. But yeah. I don't wanna know. You're playing me. Keep it on the low. Oh, yeah. Wanna know. Type shit. Wait, hold on, yeah, hold on. I gotta do a little bit of Streamlabs madness. I don't want. I don't really want to play that song right now to get it out of my head, but like, license. Unfortunate. Anyways, I'm thirsty, bro. Uh, Odin! Odin! Yeah, long time no see for sure. I'm like, I just thought I would get back on for a minute, because it's been a very long time, almost like a year now. And I was just mentioning earlier how it like flew by in like an instant. So yeah, time passes by quickly, and I was just like, you know what, YOLO, whatever. Oh, you're at school right now. You're at school right now. Oh, it's 11 here, so over there it's like I'm gonna say 12, like noon almost, like or like 11 p.m. here. So it's 23. There it's probably like yeah, much. I'm just saying. I have to do my presentation Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Oh shoot. Oh, so it is Saturday too. You have to do your presentation. Okay. So what's the presentation about? What's it about? What's the topic? What's the content? No? Well, is it the one about the guns? No, the guns was for the last semester. Oh, so you have to do another one for this semester? Is that it? I'm assuming, of course. Uh About the space? Huh. Like, so just like planets? Or does it go into like universes and like galaxies and things of that nature? Like, what's the scale, shall I say? Um, what's the scale? About the planets? Nice. Um, so is it just like the solar system planets, like Earth, etc.? Earth, Mars, um, all of those? Is it all? Is it like just the eight solar system planets? Yeah. So how long did it take you to prepare the presentation though? Like, was it like it must have been a very long time, huh? I know when I did presentations this year, it was like very it was very quick done, I would say. It wasn't really like, you know, working too hard on them. I usually like presentation, but I don't know what it was. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you what it was. Uh, like a month? Oh, yeah, that's valid. That's a good amount of time. It's a very good amount of time. Well, I have. Oh, so you worked in 3D printing. So did you like 3D print uh a planet? And are you like gonna show that for your presentation? Is that it? Who it is? So it is. I just wanna go. Ba, 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 ba. Skia, skia, ra, ba, 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 ba. Did that sound very authentic as a gun? Because I've definitely heard those. Uh oh, it's different things. Okay. Oh, you have a lot of work to do. Okay, I see. I'm sure it's been very busy then. Well, on my side, I did have a lot of work to do, which is part of the reason why I didn't stream. Uh, and I actually ended up now I've submitted to all of my colleges, so um, there's that, you know. Uh, that's fun, I guess. Pretty fun. But yeah. I like that because my man. She said she didn't have no man. She said that she was all alone. Yes, it's paper. No, I already did. I already did my SATs. Yeah, I already did my SATs, bro. All my SATs donezo. I submitted to all my schools already. That's all done. All done. Luckily for me. Lucky, very, 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 very lucky for me. Yeah. So have you you taken any like standardized tests? I know you said you wanted to go to Columbia. I remember that. Very nice school, but very medicine focused. Um, yeah, sorry, I was just trying to figure out this thing. But also on my side, broke the back of my chair. You don't see the thing over here? That's because I broke the chair. So right now I'm just sitting on like a little swivel stool, you know? I decided to take the university entrance examination in Taiwan first and then go to the United States after graduating from university. That seems like a very good plan. I'm glad that you figured something out. I know a lot of people don't really figure out what they want to do very early on, so I'm glad that you figured something out. I wish you luck in that, and I know you'll do great wherever you go. But we can also watch this video because I was gonna watch it.
Subscribe to the channel. And in case you don't feel obliged to subscribe to the channel, we like to send a big for me and everyone in our studios. So without further ado, kick back and relax and let's get into the bullshit.
This what I'm finna say, y'all. Whoever ain't with this, don't even ask me.
I would like to start this video off by talking about our honorable mentions. I'd like to give a big kudos to the lock community, the instant lock community, and the invisible lock community. I only respect one of you guys. Just kidding. I personally don't believe you should be adding any hair extensions to your hair because it's just you being impatient. Unless you suffer from things like alopecia, you don't have a hairline, you're balding, or unless you're a woman. But who cares what I think? It's about making yourself happy. So if adding that hair to your dreads is gonna make you happy, then by all means, make you happy. Or unless you're a woman. But I still go off by talking about our honorable mentions. I'd like to give a big kudos to the lock community, the instant lock community, and the invisible lock community. I only respect one of you guys. Just kidding. I personally don't believe you should be adding any hair extensions to your hair because it's just you being impatient. Unless you suffer from things like alopecia, you don't have a hairline, you're balding, or unless you're a woman. But who cares what I think? It's about making yourself happy. So if adding that hair to your dreads is gonna make you happy, then by all means, make you happy. My name is King Real and I approve this message. Okay, with no further ado, number 5, we got cornrows. Now there's 3 different distinct types of cornrows that I'm gonna talk about in this video, all right? You got straight backs, you got stitch braids, and you got the 2 braid combo. These are 3 different styles that you guys should look at. The straight backs are for anybody that you might feel like if you have coarse hair, really thick hair, or if you're like a year and a half or under in your hair journey. Just go with the standard straight backs, line up, you're gonna be clean. Now level 2, even if you have coarse hair or you have thick hair, as long as your hair is like 2 years or over, you should have enough to be able to get stitch braids. The thing with stitch braids is, if you got 45 stitch braids in your hair, you're gonna look foolish. So the goal is if you got 45 stitch braids in be able to get stitch braids. The thing with stitch braids is, if you got 45 stitch braids in your hair, you're gonna look foolish. So the goal is, when you get those styles with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 braids at max, stitch braids looks amazing. And then the 2 braid combo. Now I've been seeing a lot of guys go for this 2 braid combo, and I just want to let you know, if you have aspirations of getting them like I did, if you have really thick hair, you have coarse hair, that style is gonna look very fire, very greasy, but it's gonna look very fire for the first 2 days, and after that, it's not gonna look so good. That style is gonna last 45 minutes on your head if your hair is really thick. All right, that's how mine is. Now I can do it. You can pull it off if you got a one-time event you need to look good for. You know what I'm saying? It's also very quick compared to the other styles, but just know, as quick as it took to get it done, as quick as gonna look up. All right, do with that information as you will. Y'all see this? I want y'all, for the community of y'all that has dropped, you got enough braids. You know what I'm saying? Stop walking around like this. Nipsey Hussle, that ain't what he did. That's not how he did it. You know what I'm saying? If you shouldn't have this much drop in one rubber band. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a picture right here to show you how much coverage he had. It should look like one cohesive braid going down. You shouldn't have the sticklies, or when they sticking up like this and doing, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you want. Get yourself a couple more rubber bands. If you can't put them on, get somebody else too. Moving on. Speaking of cornrows, hey, do you guys know anybody suffering from neck braid-itis? Or how about my locks are already locked, but they don't hang past my ear-itis? If so, why don't you try the Majestic Mint Oil by Rich Royals, filled with peppermint oil, rosemary oil, tea tree oil, and all that other good shit. And in the name of the holiday spirit, you should use code MER, as in Merry Christmas, to get 10% off your next purchase at richroyals.com. Yes, that is richroyals.com. Back to the video. And I'm not even sure how we got to number 3, but we're here. We have Fulani braids. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but for the sake of this video, let's call this style the King Brills, all right? Now, the main reason why I love the King Brills, aka the Fulani braids, is because they're a newer style that you haven't seen on.
They're a new style that you haven't seen on either.
Years. And when I first saw this style, it was only on women, so it looked very feminine. So when I went to my braider to get this style, even she was looking at me like, you sure about this? And I was like, I gotta do it for the boys. Gotta do it for the boys. Sacrificing my cool points once again for y'all. And I came back with some fire. So the best thing about this is, it's like the best of both worlds, because it's cornrows in the front and box braids in the back. You feel me? You get to still wear a do-rag and wear a hat because your hair is close to your head. It's braided into your head. But you also get to have your hair be a little bit more free-flowy, so when you turn, you know what I'm saying, your hair moves, and there's a lot more movement. When you're running, you look like it's just regular hair hanging, as opposed to like cornrows where that's kind of all you got. The only thing is, if you go pull up an image of these braids to show them to whoever braids your hair, there's probably gonna be a lot of girl pictures that you see coming up. And what I want you to do is make sure that even if she references a woman's picture, make sure she never commits the ultimate Fulani braids sin. Don't get all of them going back in that one braid going forward. Do not make this mistake. I will personally, King Brill will disown you, find you, go to your computer and unsubscribe, and then I will block you from my YouTube channel. Don't get that braid going forward. That's not P. That's not player right there. Don't do that, all right? But without being a dead horse, man, this is my favorite style, man, of 2023, and I'm gonna bring it back a million more times, man. So this is what it looks like. Fulani braids. Fulani. The King Brill. Coming in hot at number 2, we have the 2-strand twist. Most of you have heard of this style. Most of you have seen this style on somebody if you haven't gotten it yourself. This style is on the list because it's just absolutely fire. There's no way I can discredit this style. It resembles dreads without the commitment. It's easy to pull off if you got a fade. Even if you want to grow a bad side taper back, it helps hide it. There's literally no downside to 2-strand twists, except for the fact that they won't last long if you don't know what you're doing. And the number one rule with 2-strand twist is make sure your twister braids the root of your 2-strand twist. That is the key to making them last longer. Because if you just go in there with regular 2-strand twists from the root, it's gonna last a week and then look terrible. Don't say ain't teach y'all nothing. Quick history lesson, y'all. I'm not sure if y'all been paying attention like I have over this past decade, but two-strand twist wasn't a male style until 2020. It really wasn't. Before 2020, the only people who got two-strand twist outside of your boy here were women, and these women almost never wore two-strand twist as a style out the house. They only done two-strand twist to get a result, a specific effect as a means to an end called the twist out. And since they only wore two-strand twist to get the twist out, when they did do two-strand twist on themselves, let's just say that a woman's worst nightmare back in that day was for you, somebody that she might like, to catch her in a Target or catch her on some day with two-strand twist in her head, because she's afraid that she looks like Bow Wow, and no woman wants to look like Bow Wow. But clap it up for yourselves, fellas, because we as a unit have taken a hairstyle that they...
Bro, is he saying Bow Wow look bad? Bow Wow don't look bad. Bow Wow don't look bad. Look, bro, that's little man Bow Wow, bro. Like, he doesn't look bad.
Bow Wow. But
bro looks like a Max Prestige
because she's afraid that she looks like
he
Bow
looks
Wow.
like. He looks like a Max Prestige brown skin, actually. Because look at those eyes, bro. Like, goddamn, I know, bro. What does Bow Wow look like now? What does Bow Wow look like now? Bro, really wasted his talents. Are you kidding me right now? Are you joking me right now? Yes, I'm a speed clone. Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious right now? Broly wasted all of his potential. All of his potential to be a max prestige light skin. And he wasted it. He really wasted it, bro. And I'm just so disappointed because it's like, bro, you had so many, like, bro, you tried it here. You tried it here. And you know. And it's so sad because it's like, bro, you got there. You got to the max prestige Steph Curry light skin, you know? You was already there when you was a little child. But why you had to ruin it, bro? Like, look at this. That's not max prestige. This is not max prestige light skin. That's just level 4 light skin, bro. That ain't even close to max prestige. This shit type close. This with the turtleneck and the chain, you know, it's a little something, but like. Sorry, I was trying to see if I'm too loud. But this, wow! Hold on, I'm testing. This, wow! Yeah, that's a bit loud. Hold on. Yeah, you catch my drift. Yeah, I didn't know that shit. Yeah, that's on my head. Yeah. Go back with a bit. This shit, wanna go, look at it. Don't know. I mean, I guess I could lower this and see how that goes. Okay, how about now? Whoa. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Alright, so like I was saying, Lil Man Bow Wow had the powers. He had the powers of the light skin with him. He showed, bro, like, this shit pissing me off because it's like, bro, you're wasting your potential. You're wasting your potential. You can never catch me doing that. But end of the day, he don't care about me. I don't really care about him, not gonna lie. I just wanted him to reach his potential. And yeah, he doesn't know I exist. Bro, doesn't matter. No hard feelings. But you wasted your potential, though, bro. Wasted your potential.
And no woman wants to look like Bow Wow. But clap it up for yourselves, fellas,
I
because
guess they
we,
don't wanna look
as a
like a
unit,
man.
had taken a hairstyle that they were ashamed of showing the world and turned
Ashamed,
it into a
buddy.
premier hairstyle, fellas. We've officially made a real contribution to the natural haircut community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We did
Yes,
it,
sir.
fellas.
Clap.
We changed the world. One of me
changed
get
up-
2-strand twist in 2015, bro. This is new. This is new. Every day we're making history.
Wonderful.
Every day
History.
we're making history. And
History.
coming in at number 1, we have none other than the OG, triple OG classic, the curly afro.
curly afro,
alright?
bro.
I know y'all are wondering, like, yo, what happened? Last year when we did this video, the curly afro barely made the list, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just, I don't know. But right now, it's back. But we're not talking about, like, the huge curly afro, like, I'm a year in the game, year and a half in the game, this is how my hair is. This is, I just cut my hair, and I'm on my 2nd, 3rd, 4th month of growing it back, and I got a temp fade curly fro. Like, this video curly fro, like, super short, because there's so many guys that cut their hair. Now it's winter time, now they trying to grow it back. The curly fro, and if you want to know how to get your hair curly for your fro and whatnot, check out
Watch
this
this
video.
video.
Check out Rich Roy.
Okay, well,
Still getting them faded out.
I think I know what to get. I think I'm gonna get the Fulani braids. What do you guys think? Should I get Fulani braids? I know they said that he said like it's typically a very like feminine thing, but like I think I can make it work. Fulani braids, man. I'll go lie, I want something like this, but like my hair's not long enough. He didn't show it. Like he didn't show what the braids look like. Or what I could do, I could get cornrows, but like, y'all see my forehead, bro? Hey, y'all see? Oh, you a whole a whole thing of cornrows, bro. I mean, and honestly, the Fulani braids, they are cornrows. They're just cornrows with the like box braids at the back. My hair ain't that. The issue is that my hair ain't long enough for that. You know? You think it'll look good? No problem. I hope so. But the problem is that like here it looks good because like it flows back to the bottom of their neck. Like on me, I don't know if it'll look the best. Let me see.
To making them last longer. Because if you just go in there with regular 2-strand twists from the root, it's gonna last both worlds. Because it's corn.
See, this is what it looked like for him. But like my hair isn't that long. That's the issue. Like for him, he was able to do that, but my hair isn't that long. So for me, it's gonna go down to like maybe the ear at most, and it's gonna look very interesting. So I think I'll probably just have to go full on cornrows. Or 2-strand twist. But like once again, it's a case where like I had a taper in my back. The back of my hair is like substantially shorter. So if I do like 2-strand twists on the back, especially, or I could just get a taper. That might fix it all. Also, do people get their hair done before or after their haircuts? I think it's you get a haircut before so that like when they're doing, so that like first of all when they're doing your hair they know where everything is. And also, second of all, so that, like, if you did it the other way around, if your hair is already braided, they might, like, accidentally, like, not gonna lie, like, they might accidentally, like, cut over some of it, like, ruin it. Yeah. I'm gonna text my auntie Wanty, my lovely aunt. One of the nicest people I've probably, like, ever come across in my life. Like, she's so, just, like, bro. Like you know the people, people that like you're just like, damn, bro. Like how are you even that kind of an individual? Like I would not be like you given the opportunity at all. At all. Like count me out, buddy. I'm not being like you at all. I'm texting her right now. Like I'm still like I you be forgetting because I haven't seen her in so long. But like I forget just how nice she is. Like it's just one of those things where like she's just so warm and kind and like bro, I'm just a dick. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just a dickhead. That's probably what it is. Not gonna lie. But it's alright though. We move. So here's the thing though. I want to I want to what is this? Oh, that's for the cornrows. But I'm gonna keep thinking about that. But also, should we do picture day outfits right now? No, you know what? That'll be another stream. What do we do now? Oh, I need to finish this Taekwondo video. I need to finish reacting but I don't know. I don't really mess with the whole like reacting to people react to stuff. But like Taekwondo is just like every time he speaks, he says something valuable, and it's not like some bullshit. Like he says stuff in a very logical manner, and I just appreciate that. I guess. Yeah. Logan. Love Logan. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck about me. But so I don't know why I said that just now. Doesn't matter whether I love or don't like him. I'm not watching him right now. What was I gonna look at? To be continued. Yes, I have. This is the only video on here, bro. This entire episode so far has been like fucking great, hilarious.
Status is to get the girl that no one can get. That's a very simple way, right? So
I said not ready to mingle. I did right.
Okay, no, but this is the truth, right?
She's
if I
on
date a girl
dick.
and she's perfect in
I
every way
remember
that you
now.
can,
Like she is on gobbling, bro.
Call her a pygmy.
I'd say
Oh,
I
yeah,
met this girl.
but
Yeah,
she wasn't called a
oh yeah,
pygmy.
I took her for a date.
Just by the way, to preface, just to give like a brief explanation. I don't know if you need an explanation. It's just Andrew Tate on a podcast with a bunch of women. It's team traditional versus team like new modern, and they're having a talk about things, whatever. And he's saying that what guys want the most is status, and a woman's only job is to provide him with said status, and that is how a woman can be most valuable to a man. Obviously, this is a very unique approach and point of view. Taekwondo kind of refutes it by saying, well, that depends on what you consider a man. See, it seems like it appears, and I'm kind of piggybacking off of what Ty said, but it's like Andrew Tate's definition of manhood and like masculinity. I guess not manhood, just like masculinity. It's more about masculinity and femininity than it is about like man or woman. But his definition of like masculinity all lies in like money and power and money, like just money and power. Like that's his definition of masculinity. Is like the more money you have, the more masculine you are. Like the more power you have, the more masculine you are. That's his exact definition of manhood. But you can kind of see that Ty on the other side. He says this earlier, but I agree with him on this. There's a lot more that comes with masculinity than just money and power. Like he mentioned this. There's like whether you're like a good father, whether you're a good brother, whether you're a good son. There's also just decisiveness, leadership, you know, just rationality, keeping cool, thinking more rationally, a lot of other stuff that I'm obviously not going to be able to name, but that's the premise. I'm going to change the titles to something else. Let's see. Hold on. What do I say? What's the name gonna be? Updating this. I'm so hungry, bro. I should have gotten that food. I was like, nah. I already had enough today. I'm a fucking bitch. I should have just gotten the food and put it in the fridge so that later when I am inevitably hungry, like I am now, like freaking growling, like I would have had something to eat. I'm such a dumbass, bro. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Even if you didn't fuck her, did you fuck her? No, just went for a date. So you went. The attraction goes from this to zero. Done. And it may not for some men, because some men haven't got choices, but men like me who genuinely have unlimited options. We want complete exclusivity. That's what we're looking for, because that gives status. That's what you're looking for. So you have to be very careful as a female with all of your actions, all of your interactions with your boyfriend, or when you're looking for a boyfriend, etc., and say, am I going to make my man look better by doing X or look worse? Simple things. I've had endless arguments about girls' nights out, right? Oh, you're insecure. Da, da, da. It's not about insecure. I don't give a fuck if no man talks to you all night long. I don't care if you're going out and you're going to an all-girl club. I don't care. I know that when my boys say, oh, all the girls are going out, and I say, not my girl, she stays home. I look good. That's it. She stays home. She doesn't go out. She doesn't want to go out without me.
Now that's his reasons for believing and agreeing to that point. It wouldn't be mine in my case. You know what I'm saying?
Status. It's not about the night out. It's about the status of being the man in the house. That's what a man wants. He wants respect. He wants to be the man.
Remember what I said in the beginning about the frame and the lens coming behind being and living up to the top G. Not a great man or a great husband or a great father, etc. Those things. This is all contributing towards that positioning.
Because this is his view, his point of view. This is the character that he wants to be. He wants to be what he defines as manhood or success is his title as like top G, right? Like the top G, right? And that comes with then the I guess it comes with the embedded nature of his thinking, which is to think more. What makes people manly is becoming top G's like me. And how do I become a top G? Status, whatever, however you want to say it. Like that's his view. But Taekwondo mentioned earlier, it was like he said, I would rather base manhood up more so on my ability to lead, my ability to be a good father, to care, to protect, etc. Tate doesn't care about that. Like, all he needs is status, because that's what fulfills his role as top G. But not all of us need to be top G. I just want to be, like, I don't know exactly what type of person. I know what type of person I want to be, but I don't know exactly what type of qualities yet I'm going to, like, try to, use to define my own version. But it's just, like, you got to remember, it's not that he's wrong. It's that everything he is saying is coming from the lens that is him, from his perspective, from his definition of what he identifies as masculinity.
I say she stays home, big G, boom, boom. That's what we want.
Can I ask you something? What does the woman want in your eyes? What do you think? And what's the game you give for the boys?
I'm going to tell you, but before that, I need another Clementine, and I need to give half to our friend here, because she just rolled her eyes at me. And I'm perspicacious. I notice everything. She doesn't realize that I'm a ninja. I detect these things. Even when I'm looking directly ahead, I can detect. I'm perspicacious. But before that, I need another Clementine.
The woman want in your
home, big G, boom, boom. That's what we want.
Can I ask you something? What does the woman want in your eyes? What do you think?
What the hell?
Boom, boom. That's what we want.
He's looking straight at the camera.
What does the woman want in your eyes? What do you think? And what's the game you give for the boys?
I'm going to tell you, but before that, I need another Clementine, and I need to give half to our friend here, because she just rolled her eyes at me. And I'm perspicacious. I notice everything. She doesn't realize that I'm a ninja. I detect these things. Even when I'm looking directly ahead, I can detect it.
So she has not been talking, but then he just called her out. He addressed the elephant in the room. Let's see what happens.
So I'm going to give her some of my Clementine, and she's going to feel better. So I'm going to get a Clementine for her. Would you like some Clementine, my dear?
I'm sure.
You want some Clementine?
I think for me, it's like...
I asked you a question. Would you like
peep this. Do y'all see this right here? Do y'all see this tactic? What would y'all call this, chat?
Like not looking her?
We
looking
talk about
at her?
shit like this. Hey, y'all gotta know what it is. What is this? What was that way of addressing it? Well, how would y'all describe that?
Describe what?
Not Clementine Riz. We don't use the word Riz here.
We don't
We're
use
more
fucking
specific.
Riz, bro.
We have fucking big words here. Really huge word. No, not poise. No, not game. More specific. No, not submitting. No. It's charm.
Charm. How's it charm? How the fuck is this charming?
Charm. She smiled while also being mad at him. The gift of gab. The charm. Charm ain't a big word. I was being sarcastic. Not only did he address her, he didn't address her in an angry way, in a combative way. He addressed her in a way that was sweet and charming, but also let her know, I see what you just did, but I'll give you a piece of my. She couldn't help but smile. She was trying to bite her lip and her tongue so bad at this point, but she couldn't help it. Charmed her. Not charisma. No, charisma is something different.
He's not charismatic. Just fucking.
That was specifically charming. Now y'all trying to say other words. Charisma, Jordan. Y'all didn't even think of it. None of y'all said any of these words until I just pointed that out. Come on, man. Y'all ain't quick enough, man. Y'all ain't been doing y'all side quests enough, man. Charm and charisma are different. Charm, charisma, and seduction are 3 totally different things. If you're new here, I don't expect you to know the differences. But I'm just saying, let's get into it.
I detect these things.
A gift for the boys.
I'm going to tell you, but before that, I need another Clementine, and I need to give half to our friend here because she just rolled her eyes at me.
Half to our friend here.
I notice everything. She doesn't realize I'm a ninja. I detect these things. Even when I'm looking directly at her, I can detect it. So I'm going to give her some of my Clementine, and she's going to feel better.
Look, her face being straight here, she's trying not to.
So I'm going to get a Clementine for you. Would you like some Clementine, my dude?
Sure.
You want some Clementine?
I think for me.
Sure.
Like
I asked you a question. Would you like some
I would love some.
You want some Clementine?
Yeah.
We're going to hook it up.
Okay.
Clementine's coming.
Cut the whole point off. I asked you a question. Yes or no? What the fuck is sure? I hate when people say sure. So I'm glad he didn't even like no. Yes or no? Yeah.
All right. Go on. Continue.
Cut it out. She's cooked.
I just feel like
she's
this
cooked.
Is definitely a different conversation for me because I'm very open-minded. I love many different perspectives.
She is so
and I do feel like
it's so bad.
This is a newer idea.
Like
you said, within the last 30, 40 years, this is a new concept. We don't know how it's going to end. I just know from like my experience, other women that I've met as well, it's like the reason for even like relationships why they're not lasting is because people don't want to put up with the disrespect. And like even when you were talking about like, oh, it's okay for me to cheat but not for you, my thing is like why not have transparency and have it be polygamous, polyamorous, whatever works for you. That's like to me where it loses me with the traditional stuff.
I get it.
It's like why can't we have transparency? And if I sign up for that, cool.
So how does it? No man in a million years. Let's all be realistic, right? No man in a million years is going to meet a girl he likes and go, I want to be polyamorous. Like, come on, that's gay. Let's cut this bullshit. So let's be realistic. How does a man show love to a woman? Tell me.
Exclusivity.
Wrong. That is how.
Time, resources, and something else.
Time, resources. So
yeah.
that's a good way to start. So sexual exclusivity is how a female shows primarily that she is interested in a man. He's the only man who has sexual access to me because I can get pregnant, and this man is the only man who can do it. That's how it's done.
Even for bro, when a girl really fuck with you, she don't even want like this is how it really gets. When a girl really fuck with you, other men disgust her.
That's type crazy, not gonna lie.
Now, not saying the men she interacts with on a day-to-day basis, guys from her classroom, guys at her job, I'm not saying that. Men that try to hit on her, men that try to fuck her, men that try to come at her, disgust her.
A man? Yes.
Because she is comparing them to you. Like, you ain't my man. Ugh. No, you disgust, like, they disgust her in that light, in the light of any type of intimacy.
I'm not saying all men can cheat. I'm not saying all men should cheat. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if I truly love a woman, she won't sit there and go, he shows me his love because he doesn't fuck anyone else. She'll sit there and go, he shows me his love because my bills are paid. I'm in a Bentley. I fly private. I go to Dubai anytime I want. I have a Chanel bag. And I'm not so...
Who the fuck giving a bitch that? God damn!
Oh, God.
I'm talking about resource and a lifestyle.
Who the hell?
It's not just me. This is the world and most of the world today. If you go to Moscow and you find a big G, a rich guy, right? He has his wife. She's pushing a Bentley. She has the kids. She's living in a mansion, whatever. When he goes to the club with his boys, you think he's 19-year-old strippers? Of course he fucking is.
Can I ask
but
you?
She's just like, whatever, don't care. I'm the one who has the money. Don't give a shit. So
now this a top G perspective. I think you should just go ask the guy who's been, married for like 20 years, 10 plus years, and is happy with his wife. You should ask that. You know what I'm saying?
You have to sit there, and to a point, you have to sit and
Is
analyze.
a nigga think we Jay-Z?
The difference when you're saying disrespect.
Whoa.
If you're gonna go through life as a woman and say, I only care about the sexual exclusivity of my man, then what you're gonna end up doing is having a bunch of failed relationships and fucking loads of dudes.
To answer that question though, chat, before I blow up too much, you know, my head gets so big. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong. The way a man shows love to a woman, right, or expresses that love is not some sort of love letter, or hey, I wrote a song for you, or hey, I'm not fucking any woman. No. To me, as in my opinion of a man, is saying, I got you.
Whatever.
That's it. That's the strong. I got you. If you somewhere, you gotta be picked up. I'm gonna pick you up. If you know you hungry, and you know whatever, I'm gonna order you some food. If we out on a date, I'm paying for it. If you know they bother you at work or whatever, come home. I'm a deal with that. I'm gonna do something, or we're gonna do something, or you know whatever. Even if it's
What the fuck just happened?
You know what I'm saying? Whatever in a way that approves me.
That scared the living holy smoke shot at me, bruh. What GPA you ended the quarter with? I ended with it was a 3.67. Mostly because of calculus brought it down, and also because of basketball, ironically, because of attendance stuff. Yeah. But it was a 3.6 because I had 3 4.0s, like above 93 in classes, and I had calculus, which brought it down because it was like a 2 point something. It was a 77, so it was like a 2 point something, and then something else, and the basketball brought it down because it was like a 3.7. So yeah. So there's that. But I'm an honor roll. So that's wonderful. But yeah, that scared the shit out of me. You going to the honor roll celebration? It has food. Listen to me. And listen to me carefully, okay? Listen to this, right? That shit got food. If it has water and it has food for the price of $3.99, yes, I'm fucking going, bro. Like, I don't understand how niggas. I don't understand how people. Sorry, Twitch, don't ban me, please. But I don't understand how people just be like, oh no, I'm not going to that celebration. It's gonna be whack. Like, bro, you're not there. Like, it's gonna be chill. Like, nobody has an open mind about anything, bro. Just go. Like, you can always leave and go. Like, like Chick-fil-A or something, bro. That's like every single day. It's not every single day you get an honor roll celebration. And if it's to celebrate you having like academic achievement, just have some fun with your friends and chill, bro. Like, damn, it be annoying me. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm going for sure. But yeah, let's continue this video.
Man shows true, genuine care.
I'm gonna lie, I have a headache.
I got you. Whether it be financial, physical, sexual, spiritual, mental, I got you.
I got you.
You know, over a period of time, you'll be under my leadership or my program. I got you. Mm-hmm. Not any woman can just come be in my life.
Word.
So obviously this is a different standard of a man who tests women, a man who says, okay, I'm going to cut you off for this reason, or I'm not going to cut you off for this reason. A man who knows what he wants. So it takes a certain type of man to even express this form, but that's how a man of quality would express it. I got you. It's that simple.
Have no fear.
If I don't got you,
I am here.
To get a point where you go, you know what, this guy ticks.
I'm not gonna die for you. I'm gonna fight for you and save you in a situation with life or death. Will I do that for any woman? Fuck no. For my wife, my woman, mother of my children, I got you.
So many boxes.
I think that has a lot more. Look, I think that has a lot more value because what Andrew Tate said is that the way that a man should express his love or compassion or whatever is through buying you fucking Chanel bags, Bentleys, taking care of you financially, whatever. And that's how you know that he really cares about you. Ty just said, No, it's by showing you no matter what, he got you, right? And he used the example of dying for you. Like if a man is willing to die for you, then to his point, that means that they explicitly care for you, because they're not gonna die for anyone. But guess what Andrew Tate can do? He could buy anyone a fucking Chanel bag. He could buy 20,000 of those and just give it around to random bitches across the street. No offense. But, like, more of the story is, like, I feel like Taekwondo's, I don't know why I'm saying his full name. I feel like Ty's, like, approach just makes a lot more literal sense. And Tate's approach is a lot more materialistic, which is, like, fine, because that's what he wants to be. But will that really bring him happiness? Because here's what I know. Here's what I know, right? Tate is going to get to a point where he's accumulated all of the status that he could possibly accumulate throughout his entire life. And he's going to sit there, sitting on top of the empire that he's built off of his wealth and status. And he's going to be like, damn, I'm top G. But at what cost? At what cost? Every single girl that he's involved with, he shows them his care and compassion through fucking Bentleys and expensive purchases and, like, taking care of them financially. So really, he has no intimate connection with anyone, because all they're with him for is his money. Because at the end of the day, theoretically, you're with somebody for whatever love they can give you. If the love that they could give you is financial, then you're with them for the money. That doesn't mean you're a gold digger, but, like, that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, he's saying that, like, oh, she's going to be loyal to me, and then she gets a fucking Bentley. Ty's saying she's going to be loyal to me, and that she's going to be worth more than my entire life. He's already paying the price. Rape and kidnapping allegations put him in prison. Yeah, like, he's like, but that's not even the price of his ideology. That's just the price of his actions, right? Like, that's the price of his actions. Also, I don't think that it's the kidnapping that put him in prison. It's just, like, the media kind of twisting it to make it sound like that because of what happened a few months ago. But whatever. But yeah, like, to your point, he's already paying a price for the lifestyle that he wants to live. And that's completely fine, because at the end of the day, he does not give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a flying fiddle tootle fudge about Ty. He doesn't give a Rasmus behemoth's ass about any of these two ladies over here. Because all he cares about is status. And himself. And his brother. Both of their statuses. That's his goal in life. And maybe it'll be fulfilling when he's like, damn, I've got the most status out there. But there's always somebody with more status than you. Or there's always an area where somebody has more status, wealth, and power than you. And also, I think that's something that people don't realize, is that wealth isn't just money. You can be wealthy in a lot of different ways. You can be wealthy in different traits as well. You can be wealthy in money, yeah. That's what Tate's going for. But you could also be wealthy in respect. I'm 100% sure that there are no, maybe not millions, thousands of people that have so much more respect, wealth and respect than Andrew Tate. No, not even that. No, millions. Yeah, no, I'm taking it back. Millions. No. Probably hundreds of millions. Like, I kid you not, there are like more people that have more wealth and, like, respect than Tate than probably, like, the population of the United States. Promise you. I guarantee it. I stand by it. I'm telling you. And there's wealth in love and care and compassion. There's wealth in I already said respect, but there's also wealth in fear. Now, these are negative ones, but there's wealth in what's it called? There's wealth in I'm forgetting the name. Like, it's not jealousy, it's envy. There's wealth in envy. A lot of people are gonna envy you. Moral of the story is, there's a lot of ways that you can be wealthy, and not all of them include money. Now, does money make it possible for you to be wealthy in other ways? Much simpler, yes. Money is a tool. It's not money is a tool. I think that's what people don't realize. Money is a tool. It's not the end product. Money is a tool to get you to the end product. And I think that as people chase the money, they seem to forget that the reason why they're looking for this money in the first place was for something else entirely at the beginning. And Tate, what he's looking for in the money is the status, right? Because he's saying, oh, the only thing that makes a man happy truly is status, right? And so the money is a tool for him for status. But status is also, in a way, a tool in itself, right? Because it's like, there's only so high of a status that you could get. You could become the most revered human on earth. Okay? You're the most revered human on earth. Congratulations. You're dead the next day. Fucking dead. 6 feet under. Nobody gives a fuck. Everyone forgets about you 2 days later. Maybe you make it in a history book, or 2, or 3. Like, maybe you're Adolf Hitler, and like, you made it in a history book and a bunch of lessons, and everybody's gonna, talk about you in history so that history isn't repeated, whatever. Bullshit. Nobody fucking thinks about Adolf Hitler on the daily. I know several Jewish people, and I'm guaranteeing you, none of them even think about Hitler on a daily basis, bro. Because it doesn't matter. Once you fucking die, nobody's gonna give a shit about you anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So really, you gotta think about what it is that you want to take out of whatever essence of life you have. And he's saying status, but you can't take status with you. We don't even know if you could take anything with you. But at the very least, we know that status is fleeting. So easily fleeting. Like, it's gonna go away quickly. As soon as he dies, it's gone. Gone. Never to be found again. You know what's not fleeting? Being a good dad, being a good family member, being a good brother, being a good sister, being a good mother, being all of those things, because guess what? It carries on a legacy in your family and your children. Because as a good, leading, caring father or team member, or maybe you have like a team, you're an entrepreneur or CEO, and you're a very good leader within your company, and you're like, everything that you do is always gonna live on forever. Even if you're not there, it's always gonna live on. You know why? Because it's affecting like a wave. All of the people that you touch, every single one of them is a piece of your legacy. But if all you're chasing is status, your legacy is only you. And once you're gone, that's it, bro. That's literally it. So, yeah. Just take that how you want to take it. Let's continue.
Twice
I went on a
year,
bit of a
he
tangent.
does some dumb shit. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't notice because my bills are paid. I'm looked after. I can tell he cares about me.
Bullshit.
He's gonna fix it. He's ticked something. That's the smart female move, as opposed to go.
Smart
I don't
female
care how
move.
good he is to me.
I'm not even woke, bro. I'm not even woke. But what do you mean by that, Edges, hey? Huh? What you mean? What you mean, bro? You saying that's the smart female move? Are you implying that females don't make smart moves? Is he wrong, though? Nah, let me stop. I'm playing.
Me, he fucked that bitch once, so I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch anyway, and then I'll get another man who I don't love who'll fuck another bitch. So end the cycle of dumb shit.
But more mild examples, though.
Wait. I have a question. Is there ever cheating that's too far? Like, so if a guy cheats on a girl, is there ever a point?
Ladies, if your man like spend money on her, he's done. He's cooked. If he fuck, alright, you horny, you lied to me, blah blah blah. But like, if he was like paying her for like he's spending money on her,
That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie.
he falling asleep on the phone with her. He on FaceTime.
Damn,
on the phone
nah.
with her.
Falling asleep on the phone is crazy, bro. First of all, he didn't even mention the person, right? So I think that there is a level of going too far, depending on the level of association of the person with the person that you're cheating on versus the person you're cheating with, right? Like, all cheating is bad, obviously, like, because it's like just not fair to whoever your partner is. But if you cheat on your girl with her mom, bro, that's leaving infinite scars within that family. They're never talking again, my brother. They're never talking again, my bruv. My blood you. Them Jones are never talking again, bruv. No. And it also applies within friend groups. No, it doesn't really matter if you split friend groups up, but if you split a bloody family up, bro, that's just evil. Like, that's the line. The line's probably earlier, but we're not gonna talk about that quite yet. And what else? That's the person. But what they're doing too, like at one point, if you're like literally 100% in a completely different relationship at that point, like it's just, but that's not even cheating, bro. That's like something way past that. Like cheating is just like you're irresponsible. You can't like help yourself. You can't control yourself. You have no self-control, and you're unreliable, and you lack commitment. That, they need to come up with a new name for it.
For hours, that man hates you.
Hates is crazy.
that man hates you. I'm not gonna lie.
Point where she.
Yeah, there's a law of cheating. There's completely a law of cheating.
So, like,
dropping dick off and giving relationship vibes to a random.
Yeah, relationship. Oh, so it's not even that you. That's even worse. Worse. That's even worse. It's even worse, bro. Because think about it, right? There's low-level cheating, which is like random person, right? And you like, I don't know, it's like your new sneaky link, and you're just horny and have no self-control, whatever. You cheat, whatever, cool. Next level. Not a random person. It's somebody very closely related to the person you're cheating on. Possibly traumatic and affecting the structure of their lives for the rest of their lives. That's the next level. And I already mentioned how bad that was, so we're already bad. Third level, bro, is the giving like romantic vibes to a sneaky link that's like just like, bro, if your man is giving relationship vibe, like taking care of somebody else, like going on dates, like you staying on the phone, like spending mad money to somebody else, bro, at that point, they just don't like you. And it gets worse. There's a fourth stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is as bad as it's gonna fucking get. Combine the third and the second. Meaning, giving relationship vibes to a fucking family member, a close person to the person you're cheating on. Like that's, bro, that's the icing on the cake. Like it doesn't get worse than that. At that point, honestly, if you got cheated on in that way, like you can't let that person live. Because me personally, I'm not letting that slide, bro. It's not sliding on my block. Sliding on my block. Never. Ever, never. I just want to rock. Buddy, yeah. Buddy, got a buddy, yeah. Hit it one, 2 times. Whatever, you can't kill my vibe. If it would have been like that. I don't even want to be the one. I don't even want to go up. I don't even want to be the one. I just want to rock. I just rock. Buddy, yeah.
If he knocks up another girl, would you say that's too far?
All right. So
Yeah.
First things first, I'm a man of my word. I don't even think I'm a liar.
He hates you, man.
So here's your Clementine.
Thank you.
And he peeled it.
No
What
promo.
a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman. Right. So obviously, I'm not saying blatantly disrespect your woman.
Bro.
Right? She's your.
Nobody know the fucking. Does nobody realize the posture in the room? First of all, she's bodying that Clementine. Just saying, bro. Just Rizosaurus Rex. Hey. I'm just saying. Bro's one of the 7 Rizzlers of the sea. Hey, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just a messenger. I'm just delivering the message. That's not Andrew Tate. That's Andrew Riz. That's the last one. That's the last one. Bro, if I had a soundboard, y'all would not live, bro. I'd be like, that's not Andrew Tate. That's Andrew Riz. Boom. And then you know the like sound. Odin. Yeah, that's fine. Good luck on your presentation. I hope it goes well. Thank you for joining. And you're like, you are the most consistent person ever. And I don't know what you find like enjoyable about this, but thank you for watching regardless. And yeah, get to your schoolwork. Hope you do well and all of that stuff. All of that spadaddle. But yeah.
Woman,
See
she's
you.
a queen. She's the most
See you,
important
Odin.
thing in the world to you.
DM
She
me.
needs to be treated in a way that she feels that, right? But it's unfortunate because I keep tying back to this baseline point. But the reason I keep going back to this baseline point is to try and explain to everybody at home how simple the world can be if you go back to the baselines of it. Why do men cheat? Most women don't know. You'll see them all the time. Why do men cheat? Oh, because men are just stupid. And why do men fuck girls uglier than their main chick? Why do men do all this stuff?
They had
Do you
a
know
moment.
why? I'll tell you why. Let's go back to the first thing I've been saying this whole time. Status. Yeah, that's my chick. She's home. Took this one home. Yeah, I got that one. She's chasing me.
That's
Status.
dead.
Status. But
If that man is fulfilled by that.
it's stupid to females. I get it. But that's the male world because sexual access is an easy indicator of status. So that's one of the reasons they do it, right? So you have to go back into the baseline of why men even cheat in the first place. I'm telling you, if you're a woman, the smartest thing you can do is look after your man, make him not want to cheat, be perfect. But there's going to be a time across a 20-year marriage you might just need to be a little bit blind.
Big cap. If you are with a man,
Let's fucking go. I got food, bro.
you can trust in the man that doesn't want to go outside of the relationship, and a man who respects exclusivity. I will agree that I feel like most men do not want to be monogamous. Deep down inside, I feel like they don't. I'm gonna just go ahead and stand on that. But here's the point I'm gonna make about this. Like I said, if a man is fulfilled by that, then that's how he's gonna live. I feel like the average man who cheats, let's be honest, chat. I feel like the average man who cheats just because he can.
Yeah.
Like let's just like it's some real shit. Like most men who cheat is not like, oh, my wife, my woman, she just didn't fill my life. Yeah, most men just fuck bitches because they can. Like it's not deep. It's not I hate you. It's not just like it's just because they can. The pussy is just there. Now if he's not sexually disciplined, or if he, again, this is the big point I make about cheating. if he is lying to you or misleading or like selling dreams, that's the problem. But if I sit here and tell you as a man, like, yo, I'm not exclusive to you, but you got to be exclusive to me, and you say as a woman, fuck no, I'm not standing for that, and you leave me, so be it. If you choose to stay with me, so be it. Most men try to beat her to her next move and say, well, I'm gonna lie to her because I know she's gonna leave me if I tell her the truth. And that's just what it is.
A little bit. Just a tiny bit. Just don't look at his phone. And you'll be cool. You'll be cool. Just make sure the bills are paid. He does his job as the man.
What if you can pay your own bills, though?
But this is it. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm not saying allow this for some fucking Joe Schmo. I'm not saying let some fucking loser pick you up, lock you down, and go cheat on your dog. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he's a G and he's doing enough of his other jobs. As for you saying, what if you can pay your own bills? Then what's the reality you face? Just like I described earlier, I'm going to decide that the thing that I prioritize above everything, above his resource, above the amount he cares for me. You'll see men cheat on a woman and then cry his eyes out trying to get that woman back. He still loves you. It's not the same as if you cheated. He loves you with all his heart. He'd die for you. He'd take a bullet for you, and he'd still fuck that bitch. Doesn't matter. It's a different game for men, right? So you're sitting there going, well, I'm going to prioritize his sexual exclusivity over all of his other attributes. You're just going to end up having endless failed relationships, fucking too many dudes, and then what's going to happen is your psychology is going to break, because females don't like to accept the fact that if you sleep with enough men and you get rid of the stigma around a new dick, your instant answer is constantly new dick. He didn't text me today, fuck it, someone else. He was rude to me, fuck it, I'll cheat.
I think a lot of women need to pay attention to this one. I think a lot of women need to pay attention to this one. The solution to all your problems,
I know that one streamer,
sex and more sex.
I put his plate right here in the food file.
Have some sex. I'm mad, let me have some sex. Hilarious. He cheated on me, let me have some sex. I had a bad day, let me have some sex. Fucking, I'm hungry, let me have some sex for some food. I don't fucking know.
I'm hungry, what?
You name it. Like, everything just becomes about sex.
He was this, I was getting a new boyfriend. And then you end up just jumping on cock all day, and you're fucking done. You need to, the reality is you have to come to a point where
I'm bored, let me have some sex.
You get a guy and he ticks boxes and you're like, you know what, I'm wifey, I got the Bentley, he does whatever he does, but my bills are paid. That's it.
Same with drugs and alcohol too, which is why a sex addiction can be just as powerful as a drug addiction or any type of addiction. Addiction is an addiction no matter what you put in front of it.
Fair enough.
When would you say it's too far? I'm just curious if there's a line that you would, like, if he spends money on another girl, if he, like,
you really trying to think about this answer.
Another second question, do you think that men ever fall in love with side chicks?
Very good question. And this is a long and in-depth answer, but it's a good question. Let me peel my clementine. But no, but it's a good question. Where is too far? I think publicly disrespecting is too far. So, like, you'll notice, let's take the Moscow G, all right? Let's take an oligarch, a billionaire from Moscow. He has his wife. He has the girls he's in the club with. The girls he's in the club with wouldn't fucking dare message his wife. They wouldn't dare step out of line. Like, they know their place, right? So if there's a hierarchy and they know their place, that's one way of doing it. Spending money on a girl, certainly, yeah, because men show love primarily through our hard work. Not just through our resource, but through our hard work. If you take a man who's not particularly rich, he shows his wife love by getting up every day, going to work 9 to 5, working his ass off, and paying those bills. That's how he shows love. That's why he does it, for his wife and his children. Most men are out here working bullshit jobs, carrying trash. They're doing that to show love. So giving money, yeah, that would be a far more scary indicator than just sex. Let me give you all an example. I don't know if you all know my history, but I used to run a webcam business a long time ago. Don't want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. But I had a bunch of girls who used to sit online and talk to guys, and they had laptops, right? This is a long time ago. And I used to sit and say to some of the webcam girls, I'd say, this man who is sitting in and logging in every night and sending you money every day and telling you he's obsessed with you from the other side of the world and missing out on time with his family to sit here and talk to you and send you money. That is more cheating than if he just went out and banged something. If he went out and banged something and came home, then done. But he's sitting here giving you his time, his money, his affection. That's cheating for a man. For a man to sit there and give money and time away, right? So you have to stop this idea of sexual exclusivity. Yes, that's for females. That's how females show their love to men. It's not how high status, at least, males show their love to females. And anyone who wants to disagree with me, call me wrong, call me misogynist, whatever bullshit. Look at a history book. Every king, every sultan, every conqueror, every emperor, every knight, all of them had maidens, wives, all of them. That's history.
What level of G do you have to be allowed to cheat?
Well,
no.
it's not about even being allowed to cheat. I'm not even saying that. And it also depends on the partner you're with. I'm not trying to sit here and advocate for men to run around and fuck a bunch of women. I'm not saying that.
That's what you're doing.
No, but I'm not.
No. Let him explain. Let him land. Let him land. It's about to come. Now, our sister, let him land.
No, but I'm not. What I'm actually trying to do is describe the baseline unfortunate realities of human dynamics. And I'm trying to explain now to the world that any woman can get a man who will not cheat on her if she's prepared to sacrifice a bunch of other things, perhaps, right? In the olden days, it was different.
And he won't cheat on her because he probably can't.
World was a different place. It was a completely different place, and it was better.
Can't cheat on
Now
her
it's all
even if he
fucked
tried.
up. It's fucked up on every level. And men, especially the high status men, most of them have struggled so hard to become high status. They've been through so much shit to get where they are. It's like telling him, if you climb this mountain, you can go to a candy store. And he climbs to the top of the mountain, and the second he's in the candy store, after one piece of candy, that bitch is saying, no more candy. He's like, no.
And he a sucker if he let her, and he a sucker if he feels as though he needs to lie to her to keep her. And that's another thing too. A lot of dudes get into a position where they have all the leverage and all the power, and they fumble it so fucking bad over the woman liking them, the woman staying with them, or some bullshit like that. I seen a tweet about some I don't even remember the guy's name, but the woman was Cindy Kimberly, I think, and someone posted it was like, oh, he's so lucky to have her. What? Why? Because she's pretty? But guess what? That's the whole logic of this out of your league bullshit that people say. Oh, she's out of your league. What league?
Shit valid.
What league are we talking? League of Legends? The fucking the National Football League? What are we talking about?
National Football League is
What
crazy.
is this league bullshit? We in the same city and going to the same school, working at the same job, going to the same grocery store. What are we talking about? Leagues? Because of her last dude? Her last dude better have been fucking little baby Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates.
Why is he putting them in the same? Whoa, why is he putting Lil Baby and Bill Gates in the same fucking sentence?
Right? Then that whole jargon, that whole conversation is just positioning you as a man to sit here and feel graceful to be in her presence. Why? I bet you it is no other quality and factor outside of her being pretty. If her being pretty makes her out of my league, I ain't playing in that league. That is the minuscule value that a woman can provide to me as a man. Just be pretty. That's it. That ain't shit to me. It's a million pretty bitches. What the? She's out of my league because she's pretty. Oh my God, be fucking for real.
I just climbed this mountain. I just got rich. I just got through X, Y, Z.
I don't know how I went on that tangent.
My hands, bro.
Say that, like,
now you're telling me I can
out
have
of my
one piece of
league.
candy?
Okay.
What man's gonna
Do you think that men owe a woman loyalty if she was there from the beginning?
Absolutely. They absolutely owe that woman loyalty.
Oh, sorry, sexual loyalty. That's what I meant.
Sexual exclusivity is different. Sexual exclusivity and loyalty are completely disconnected for males. Nobody wants to talk about this, but it's the unfortunate reality. It is true. I'm telling you, you can get a man, he can go on a holiday, can fuck some stripper, can come home, and you can lie detector test him. Do you love your wife? Would you die for your wife? Would you take a bullet for your wife? He'll pass the lie detector test. He loves her with all his heart. He'd do anything for her. It's just pussy. It's not a big deal. It's different.
I feel like, I guess my question would be then is like, how do you view sex? Because I like sex at the end of the day is spiritual unification. I feel like I've gone through a lot of different stuff.
The unification between the masculine and the feminine.
I've had a lot of different experiences where I did not value myself, so I never had a man that valued me.
Hold on. Yeah, he just dropped the dime. He just dropped the dime, and he skipped over it. Chat skipped over it. Everyone skipped over it, right? She said sex is a spiritual unification, right? And he was like, yeah, the unification between the masculine and the feminine. You know what that means? Between the man and the woman. No. I lied. I take it back. I'm in a woman, just masculine and feminine. But you know what that also means? It can't be masculine and masculine or feminine and feminine. He dead just dropped the dime and niggas don't know. Niggas don't see that. I'm just Like it was like it's like a subtle one that like nobody's gonna think about, cause then he won't get canceled. But like he was saying something. He was saying something, cause like there was no other reason to add that remark at all. Oh shit, my calculator down. But like I was saying, there's no other reason to add that remark at all, apart from making that distinction.
No one can get. That's a very simple way, right? So
I said not ready to mingle. I did right.
Okay, no, but this is the truth, right? If
Oh, we went back in time.
And she's perfect in every way, head to toe. Well,
no.
It's not about even being allowed to cheat. I'm not even saying that.
I get that, but the reality is
Self-control. You need to thoroughly integrate that into.
No, that's what it sounds like.
Also, full of lust. No self.
I like sex at the end of the day is spiritual unification. I feel like I've gone through a lot.
He does not believe in twink on twink intercourse.
The unification between the masculine and
Nah,
feminine.
twink on twink is crazy.
I did not value
But
myself,
yeah,
so I never had a man.
he
that
does not
valued
think
me.
that swords
So
should
it's
be
like,
sparring
you
with each
wrap
other.
Up guys you shouldn't be texting back or whatever. But I feel like I understand that
You don't think there should
is
be
a
cat
difference with
fights.
how men view sex and how they move around in the world, but it's like. Sex is a sacred thing, no matter a male or female is doing it. So that's why, for me, like.
This is what you got to think about. What are you exchanging? If you are low self-esteem, and you only view sex as a means of validation, of the means to get a quick fix, and that guy is also full of lust, no self-control, pussy is everything to him.
Everything.
You're exchanging.
Nothing.
Like this weak form of fulfillment for each other. You feel better temporarily.
But it's nothing substantial.
And he feels like the man because he just got some pussy. Y'all exchanging low vibration, low self-esteem, fucking low sense of self, lack of fulfillment, purposeless actions and entertainment. That's what y'all are exchanging.
My biggest, like, the hardest for me to understand.
Unified sex demons.
Understand is like, this is such a sacred thing, and it's like taking a piss for a guy.
Can I just say something? You sure you weren't making love to somebody that was having sex?
I'm sorry?
You sure that you weren't making love to somebody that was just having sex?
Hey, see, that's
Have I
in there?
No, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like as women, they make love
She just hit her with
to
that.
men that are just having sex.
Right.
But this is the thing, though. She hit her with something, but even, let's say, look at her as an example. I'm just fucking around and doing what I want. She's not making love. She's trying to feel love. He's just trying to feel good. He's just trying to get some pussy. A mismatch, and again, this is where sex gets deeper, because there is intention behind sex. So people that almost see retention, I'm on celibacy. You're trying to convince yourself that you're not insecure. You're trying to convince yourself that you have some sort of self-control and sort of like relationship with yourself. No, you're not integrating the fact that, again, as human beings, we need two things in order to survive and continue. We need to eat, and we need to procreate, and we need to reproduce, which is why we get hungry and we get horny. So when you neglect that and say, "Oh, I don't need that," you're trying to lie to yourself to get over that lack of self-control. You need to thoroughly integrate that into a part of who you are. And then when we come into this conversation, a lot of people don't even realize, well, I'm not integrating it, but it's completely controlling you. And again, this like I said earlier, conditional confidence. I'm only confident depending on the fact that if I have on makeup or if my body looks good. Or if a man, I'm only confident depending on if I got some money or if I have fucking big muscles. This is not true security and sense of self. And this all trickles down to, guess what, sex? Because then again, what is the intention behind it? I'm trying to rack up these bodies and this pussy to feel better and feel more of a man? Or am I trying to take this woman to a higher... Am I trying to let her reach these orgasms, let her reach these climates? Am I just trying to get a nut off? Am I just trying to have a kid? You know what I'm saying? What is the intention behind it? Is this a quick fix for me? Or is this something deeper? Am I going to look her in her eyes while I'm fucking her? Or am I going to dominate her? Am I going to lay it down on her? I know me personally, I making love, okay, cool, here and there. No, I'm slutting you out. That's just me. I ain't come here with it, you know what I'm saying?
Look at talk about crazy, awesome, crazy timing.
What can you do and drive beyond
that action? Some crazy timing. This man is on some insane timing. Y'all heard that?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's in chat, bro? Wait. Press on Tate's. Hold on, let me open. So I can see the chat, bro. I don't want to have to keep looking up. I don't want to sign into Twitch. It won't work. Schizophrenia. Bro, what is happening? Hold on. Read an essay summarizing the origin. I believe in. Okay. Summarizing the. What is happening, bro? Whatever. Anyways, I'll just continue because I did not need to know about the origin of Andrew or the origin of my name.
But what is your
The
intention
name Ben
behind
is a shortened
what
form
can
of the
you
name
do and
Benjamin.
drive behind that
Derived
action?
from the Hebrew
It's
name
so much more.
Binyamin. I actually didn't know that it was derived from Bible, youngest son of Jacob and Rachel. Popular in many countries, uses his first name and a surname. Benjamin Franklin, Alec Benjamin. Oh, right there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Behind these things that we just use willy-nilly every day, and sex is one of them.
That's the difference.
That's not
Real deep.
But my thing is,
Real deep.
okay,
I think,
not all the time.
So I think when men hear that, though, it's like if it was
mean?
sacred to you, you would have waited till you were married.
but it's
And
like I
that's
right. No, I get that, but
Ooh. She fucked her up with that one.
but my
Ooh.
till you were married.
All the time.
So I think when men hear that, though, it's like if it was
mean?
sacred to you, you would have waited till you were married.
but it's
And
like
that's
right. No, I get that, but
Ooh.
Damn.
She fucked her up with that one.
but my thing
Hit her
is,
with the headshot. With the critical hit. With the super uppercut. You got. I'll go lie, that was a surprise attack right there.
okay.
I think,
Not all the time.
So I think
Oh
when
my
men hear
God.
that, though, it's like if it was sacred to you, you would have waited till you were married.
But it's like
That's
right. No, I get that. But the reality is like the world is not so black and white. So I understand that there are these things in place that worked and made sense, and now we're approaching an era that like we don't know what's gonna happen. But there's gray area. You've had sex, I've had sex, she's had sex, we've had sex with different guys. That doesn't mean that we're damaged goods, we're used goods. I understand status is a big part of that. I understand that sex is viewed differently, but I feel like you should not. If you're looking at face value, I can understand why you would be judged from your past. But if I'm a guy interested in you, I don't care about what you've done.
But that's the thing. Like men do though. That's the thing. Like a virgin's more valuable to a man than a girl that's had sex with multiple men. Like, it just is what it is.
There's a limit.
But the modern man's solution is not.
I mean, shit. You'll meet some men who be like, man, I need her. I need her to go through her whole phases. One of my homies said that. He's like, yo, man, I need a bitch that went through her whole phase already. Shit, go find you a nigga. Go find you a man that wants you with your body count. You know what I'm saying? If you with one that don't want you with that,
make the individual that
just
names
accept you for who you are. You know what I mean?
I unmatch.
Actually, and can survive in the world of today.
Purposacity coupled with sheer indefatigability. What the fuck, bro? And make me the individual that names you. My unmatched purposicity. Purposicity? Purposicity. Bro,
Perspicacity.
You didn't spell it right, bro. Oh, you did spell it right. Perspicacity. Yeah, perspicacity. Perspicacity. Whatever. Abdul needs to hop off. I did. Bro, I'm so confused. I don't know who it is, not gonna lie. But I do know that they attend our school. But bro, Ben, you're a mod. You're a mod for a reason. Look, I'm chilling. Y'all got beef, y'all can settle it. But I'm chilling, bro. You're the mod, Ben. You're the mod. Gotta remember that. Remember your power. But yeah. I don't know exactly who it is. On a box. On a box is crazy. Shell shockers.
And that's going to be a lived woman.
The men with the most choice are going to pick.
I personally don't care about whether a virgin or not. I don't.
The ones that are already self-made, I guess so. But that's the thing. The reality is that there's a lot of men out there, especially in the world that we live in today, that need a partner. So it's time for those masses of men to start respecting women for the role they can play in their lives.
I don't think average men expect women to be virgins.
Do you know what it is?
But it's this rhetoric that actually then is pumped into these minds and creates what people are not complaining about.
Right, I like my woman seasoned.
No, do you know
that's what it is. Even in schools, it's
I like my woman seasoned. Yeah, have some experience.
Men to prefer women that are.
It's not that. It's not. That's not the problem. The problem is now. Listen, the maths is very simple. You've got people like
the maths. Bruv, y'all heard that, bruv. The maths. Very simple. My name is Sayath. Lies. Absolute buff. See, now that was missing some perspicacity. Yeah, that was missing some perspicacity.
About these things with such clarity, and it makes so much sense because it is true.
The maths, right? Bro. No, you Utes didn't get that, but she said the maths add up, bro. The maths add up. Maths add up. Oh, that's all she had to say, bro. The maths add up.
And then you have men that are in these situations where just average, working an average job, and they cannot fulfill whatever definition is called to be a man in these.
Yes, they can, and that's what he said. He did say that. Yes, they can. No, a 9 to 5 man can do it.
But then again, wait. This is the thing. What we're talking about as a man, and this is why I say it's very important for us to understand the person that we're speaking to. And I'm very glad that you clarified everything that you mean. Not every man is like Andrew Tate. Not every man is going to be able to even realistically demand for certain things from a woman.
It's just Jay sitting there looking like
every man is going to be able to even
glaze is
realistically demand
crazy.
for certain things from a woman.
The
So the
glaze is
same
crazy.
way women need to compromise if it comes to a man who is going to cheat on her because he's a top G, is the same way men are going to have to compromise and stop
but
blabbing
men-
about
but-
purity
men-
when they
but-
can't
but you know
demand for
something,
that.
right? No, but
you
men-
just
men-
didn't,
men
you didn't
know-
get none of what you didn't get none of what
I
he was
made my
saying.
point. That was the whole point.
But
Duh.
What point? Well, duh. What? Because you just quoted him. You just said about his thing, and you didn't.
No, only did I get clout. I made my point. I said the average man does not have what it takes to demand for a virgin no more.
Hang on a minute. He already said that. He already said
And
that.
I reiterated in my own words for my own content for my page. And
Do you
so
know
what?
what it is, right? Is that too many women, they see regular guys and they feel they're settling. You're not settling. You're getting what you deserve.
But you can't be asking
You're not
for a
settling.
virgin, though.
Do you know,
You're not settling.
But the difference is men know this. Like most average men aren't demanding.
The average men, the average men never said they were virgin.
But the difference,
Kind
but the
of.
difference
But
is
that's
the
what
difference.
Denalva's saying.
Wait. The difference is average men know they don't deserve a 10. They know they don't deserve an 8. They know they don't even deserve a 7.
And they still go messaging them on the stories and all this dumb stuff that's just ugly.
Like most men in history haven't even reproduced. And so it's like men know, but the women are the ones that are delusional.
There's
That's why you
regular
have
men out
Lizzo
there. There's regular
shooting her
men
shot
out
at
there.
Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth.
There's regular men out there that will have you down.
Yeah, but can I just say, people are
I
watching
think I could.
Tate,
I got bad
not
fat.
understanding that Tate is part of that 1% of
How good
successful
do you feel,
men,
Sajid?
and they think that they can demand the same thing.
No, they
can
okay.
demand
Well, women,
purity.
one second. Sorry. I understand the point you're all making, but let's understand something. To the sexual marketplace, females have always been, and still to a degree are, the gatekeepers. It's men will, you can think about it in a very simplistic way. This is not the case, but let's simplify it for the sake of argument. Imagine men will run around and fuck anything, and women are the ones who say yes or no. You are the gatekeepers that have all the power. And this is what's actually truly interesting about the sexual marketplace, because whenever women go, there's not enough good men, then why are you fucking, of course, why would they be good if you don't make them be good? You're a fucking loser. So,
That's a good point.
So women. So you're talking about. I'm
Lizzo
saying
straight.
that a man at a certain level
Lizzo
can't do
straight.
certain
I
things.
can't wait to ask Abdul.
I'm
Bro,
not
not gonna lie, I was
No,
too
and he wasn't
focused
talking-
on this thing because I'm actually paying attention. But by the I'm obsessed with the sexy dark skinned man, I'm assuming Paul. I'm a gay man within your school. Oh yeah, Paul. I'm clipping this, bro. I am clipping this. This is getting clipped. I don't know if I'm gonna clip it actually, because I'll have to sing it. But called. What it's saying, I'm obsessed. Gay man within your school. That's tough. Not gonna lie. Gay man within my school is tough to be. How to be. Holy shit, it's Zach Pacey. I see what you did there. Damn, you calling Zach gay, bro? Damn, what if I tell him? I'll find you. I know where you be at, boy. Who, Ben? Benjamin Franklin?
You the way you believe Joe Schmo should
Whatever.
treat you, then why you with him?
Leave. Sis,
Like you women have the gatekeeping. So if you get Joe Schmo and he treats you like you're his queen, treats you perfect, good. If you get a fucking guy at the absolute upper echelons of value and you still aren't happy with what he's giving you, then leave. Women are the gatekeepers. You women actually have all of the power. This is what's beautiful about the whole thing. Women are constantly complaining. You have all the power. You're the ones who get to choose. You know who you should be mad at for all this shit? I'll tell you who you should be mad at. You know who threw away all the female power in the sexual marketplace? Promiscuous females. Because now you got chicks who will bang anybody without trying. So why should a dude get up and try?
No,
Do you have any idea how hard it is to actually be, let me make this clear.
Go on, sir.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to actually be, no bullshit, a man? And I say this and women go, oh yeah, dude, as soon as most women encounter any kind of problem, the first thing they do is turn to a man. Their man, their dad, the mechanic, the police, a man. If you actually put a woman in front of a problem and go, no men, they're like, oh, whoa, fuck. It's a mental breakdown. Men, day after day, especially if you're a high-level man, let me make it something clear from my life. I'll talk from personal experience. I'm not just looking after me. I'm not
Bro,
just
hop
looking
on
after
Discord.
my
I need
chick.
to call in. Just
I'm
a bit
the
of
guy
banter.
in
Not
about
you.
300 people's phone books.
You lot
that they
enjoying that.
call
I'm not
when
weird like
anything
that,
big goes
broski.
wrong. You get arrested in Russia. You
Yeah,
get extraction
doy.
from Ukraine.
You're not weird
you're
like
getting-
that. I mean, I'm assuming anybody that knows me is not weird like that. But fortunate. But Yes, thank you. You enjoy your night too. I'm just quite literally realizing now that it's getting quite late in it. I have work tomorrow, both, promptly, both. So I should be getting to bed, but I'll finish this video first. Quite crucial that I finish this first.
$1 million, whatever it is, Kazakhstan abduction, they call me.
But I
I'm
do
the
have
first
work
phone
in
call. I'm fixing 400 different lives. I'm a problem solver. Chicks can't fix fucking any of this shit, right? This is how hard it is to be a man. And it's amazing because society expects it of you, but so do women. If you had a man, be honest, you had a man and you went to your man and said, oh, I've got this problem, I can't fix this, it's broken, the car tire's broken. And he went, I don't know. You would...
To summarize this up and to get into this part, it's like how nowadays y'all see women call so many men sassy, but then on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, didn't y'all complain that men weren't like emotional enough? Or, you know, open up, it's okay, men can cry, and then men start to adopt less masculine qualities, characteristics. Now, I'm not saying that both come at the same time or both extremes match with each other. I'm just saying, like,
be careful what you ask for.
They really don't know what they're asking for when they open that door.
Yeah,
really
like, be careful what you ask for.
In when they open that door.
Dry up, like you'd be like, well, fucking what the fuck?
Here's what you expect of a man, and then when you ask something of a man that's different than that expectation, he starts acting different. That's what comes with it.
But yeah, man, I'll open up that Discord right now.
No, you wouldn't. Look at your man and go, what do you mean you can't fix it?
I'll do it myself, waste man.
And this is what she's saying about your man will get up and go, and you know what's beautiful about masculinity? A bunch of times a man will go up and he doesn't have a clue how to fix it himself. But he'll go, don't worry, baby, okay. And he'll stand up with no money and no clue. And he'll go out there and fucking try and find a way, because as a man, you need to be useful. It is so difficult to be a man. You have no idea the amount of pressure that we're under from society and from the women we even want to associate with. On a whole, it's difficult. So you have to keep all these things in mind. It's hard.
But can I ask you a question? You see what you just said about, the top G, that if they had money, you can fly planes and fly that. Drop it down to if you were earning, like, say, 50,000 a year.
Yeah.
Couldn't you be that same person amongst your peers?
100% you could.
That's what I'm trying to say.
100% you could. And also you have to...
money doesn't make you a top G.
No, money is an amplifier. So that's the first thing about money. Money amplifies. Men can make money. Money does not make men. If you're a dork and you get rich, you're a rich dork. If you're a G and you get rich, you're a top G. Right? So that's the first thing about money. And I agree with you. But traditionally... And this is the baseline. And once again, when I say these things, I'm not looking to be attacked for being misogynist. I'm just commenting on how I view the world and how I see things. Traditionally, a man primarily gives his attention to a female to get sex, and she gives him sex back to get the attention. That's the swap, right? So if I'm a dude and I want sex from a girl, I give her attention, I talk to her, I hang out with her, I spend time with her, eventually I get the sex. That's how it works. But the higher value you are as a man, the more valuable your attention is, the more valuable your time is, the less you have to give. It's like potency, right? So I can give 5 minutes to a chick, and that's worth 2 weeks of some other dude's time. But that's the reality. So where you are on the scale, it's just basically how much of your time you have to give. Now, you can still give all your time to a woman, treat her like a queen, be respected by your peers. She can be happy with you. I'm not saying she will be in fact, I'll argue, she'll be happier with that man than she'll be with a fucking guy like me. I'm not even out here saying I'll make chicks happy. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying...
The matching pajamas on Christmas, the fucking... all types of shit we can talk about.
She'll get the amount of time that she's going to want from that man. The amount of attention is linked to his status. But at a true high-level status of man, it's 2 DMs. Boom, boom. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Done.
This kind of leads into my next question.
Not going to lie. This kind of shifts. So, my perspective earlier of Andrew Tate's seeming nature was that he was just hungry for status. Right? That, like, he just didn't understand that. No. Status wasn't everything. But from the way that he's speaking now, it's like he understands that status isn't everything. But it's just what he specifically would like to strive for. And he's like, yeah, no, status isn't everything. Right? Or, like, the quantity. Yes, the quantity of status isn't everything, but the quality is. It's about your surroundings. And I think this connects with Ty's idea about the idea of manhood and fatherhood and all of that stuff and leadership that comes with masculinity, because being a top G or a high status person within your community is also what it means to be a man, as opposed to just being in the world. Now, Andrew's just trying to make sure that he's the top G and the highest status person in the world. That's his, or I can't put words in his mouth. I don't know specifically, but that's what I'm assuming is his approach. So yeah, like he understands that status isn't gonna get him everything in life, but he just thinks that primitively that's all that he can chase after, no matter what he does to try to be happy, whatever. It all comes down to status, and that's that. Therefore, he's trying to see how far it goes.
All right, guys, let's take a second to hear from our channel.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, chat. We about 2 hours of reaction, and we said we was gonna do half of the video, hour 30, then an hour and 30. Y'all want to continue for another 30? Keep going 30 minutes? All right, Bucket. All right, bet.
Do women prefer to be monogamous with a low-value man or share a high-value man?
Well, look at society, and you tell me.
Monogamous.
Ask me.
Wait, so let's ask the single ladies. What would you prefer?
I would prefer someone who's monogamous. I left a situation where I got the Bentley, I had all that, I had the kids, I had that. That was great. I want a companion. I want real love. And to me, what monogamy means to me is someone who's committed to themselves. That's like, the answer is within you. And to be honest, I feel like, again, like the sex has been lost in translation and what it means. I don't care, man or female.
I'm trying to set up this Discord, man.
So for me, I have kind of taken those blinders off where I'm like, okay, he has to be here. I'm okay with dating the trainer in Austin, Texas. That's just where I'm at. Like, I don't need a certain thing because I know what I'm wanting. Most guys in that percentage are not going to give me. So I would rather have a monogamous man than someone who can do whatever.
All women. So you think the personal trainer is going to be monogamous? They're like known for cheating, no?
Well, I mean, I don't. Here's my thing. Like, I get it. Like, I don't generalize people because I'm one of the most misunderstood people online as well. And I feel like there's a lot more to me. And I don't like to just put everyone in a box. I like to get to know people. So no, I'm not gonna just say, oh, well, of course he's gonna cheat on me. Like, no.
Okay. Would you?
Her point being, she just wants.
That just caught me by surprise. First time chat. Hi, I want to offer a promotion of your channel. Read this. Honestly, starting off not the best, but whatever. So, want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat, bots. The price is lower than any competitor. Quality is best. Auto on, incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize, whatever. Go to dodgehype.com. Now here's the question. How many random, very low viewership streamers did spam that message? No offense. You know, I look, for someone who would like to get into entrepreneurship, I appreciate the marketing tactic, right? Getting hands down, guerrilla marketing, going for small streamers, trying to, get that up. But no, I'm good. Thank you very much. Anyways, back to what I was doing.
Monogamy, regardless of what status of life that guy's at. Here's the thing, though. This is like, obviously they're just trying to apply the general standards here, but just, you don't have to be loyal if you're broke, and you don't have to be exercising your options if you have those options. The bottom line is, if you agree to your partner to be a monogamous, stand on your word. And if you are going to still open and keep your other options, and you tell that to your woman, stand on your word. And let her choose if she's going to stay or she's not going to stay. Whatever it is.
Would you take a guy?
You can have the option to get any bitch you want and still say, you know what, I only want her. And I'm going to stay with her. I'm going to stay within this. I want to get married. I want to just be with her. You could do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying?
$35,000.
There's a lot of dudes that ain't got no money, no status, no clout, none of that. And they fuck a lot of bitches.
Urine had a dad bod?
Had a dad bod?
Yeah, dad bod.
I feel like for me, I would want someone who...
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I pour into myself and I'm accountable for my shit. I'm aware of what I got going on. I'm not gonna have a mom bod. I'm in the gym. I had a baby a year and a half ago. I'm in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. So I would want someone who can match at least the work ethic. Now, when it comes to money, I know for me, I want to be able to, I do not want to rely on a man. I have literally done that before. It didn't pan out in my favor, okay? Because what happens is you get the rug ripped from under you, and then now you fucking get out, bitch, give me the motherfucking keys. It isn't that. So for me, the lifestyle I want, I am responsible for. So I don't look for a man to make X amount of dollars because anything that I want, I'm gonna get myself.
Well, because in my head, I feel like a guy's just as likely to cheat if he's in the top 20% of like looks. Just as likely as money. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't.
Let me ask a quick question, just so I can clarify something, because I understand your points. You're saying you want a partner, a life partner. Are you sure? And I'm not accusing. I'm genuinely asking. Are you sure you're not confusing the amount of time the man spends with you with his monogamy? Because they're different things. Because what happens a lot of the time, if a man's out here chasing chicks, he's barely home. But imagine you had a man who was home 7 nights a week. He was always home. I'm talking about like an hour, like during his work lunch, you don't even notice. Then would you even give a shit about monogamy if you had all of his time effectively? Would you really care?
I still would care because I feel like it's still just an hour a day and it's not really quality time. I feel I really have been in so many different situations. Again, the trainer in Austin to the NBA player baby daddy. Like I have seen all of that stuff. And it's just my personal experience and perspective to where I want someone that sees the value in the Grand Canyon. I want somebody who...
I understand. Okay, like, so that's a good point. And so I'll just ask the first question. I'm going to ask the second question. The realization you've come to is an interesting one. It is something that happens, especially to females as they mature. Don't you think it's strange, or why do you think that 0 women on Earth choose those kind of men who they perhaps have slightly lower status but are more likely to be loyal to them, be monogamous, etc. in the modern world? Because like I said, the world's changed. Why do you think 0 women choose them when they're at the peak of their choices? So when a woman is 19 and she can go anywhere she wants, every man wants her, she can go on any yacht in Miami, she can get flown out to Dubai, when she has all the choices in the world, why is she completely uninterested in those kind of men? And then when she gets to a certain age of maturity and there's a whole new generation of girls who have all the choices, then they sit there and go, you know what? I deserve monogamy and and they all of a sudden want to grow up and mature. Why does no woman decide that when she actually is at her most valuable?
I feel like like I said, I don't like to speak for all women, I just speak for myself, but I know for me that I was looking for a man for a lifestyle, something that I was not able to do individually by myself. So that's why it's like, well, yeah, I want to be able to do this, do that. I want to go for the football player that was just on GQ. And in reality now I realize, well, okay, there's a lot that comes with that. I can make my own money. I don't necessarily need that type of guy for the happiness that I'm looking for. Again, seeing value in the Grand Canyon is a lot different than like, okay, here's money for this, here's allowance for that.
And
here's an hour of my time.
As you asking why a man that is 20, 21, 23 is not a top G like a 30, 40-year-old man.
No, the point,
your age actually dictates your sort of maturity to a large extent.
Well, I'm arguing the point. The point I'm trying to make is that what I actually think happens, especially in the modern world, because the modern world's all fucked up and nothing's the way it's supposed to be. The traditional life path of a female is she's 17, she's 18, she's 19, and her value is massively inflated. And I don't blame her. Of course it's massively inflated. Imagine being 19 years old, have achieved exactly fucking 0 in your life, knowing nothing. You put makeup on, and sports stars, billionaires, actors, the most important famous people on the planet, the richest men on the planet are begging for your attention. The ego you're going to develop, let's all be honest, right? The ego you're going to develop is going to be monumental. I'm special, I'm so gorgeous, all this bullshit, right? And then what happens as they grow older, as new generations come along, because the truth is most women are at their peak attraction, let's say in their early 20s. As they grow older, what women become is far more fearful of competition. This is why you'll see a woman who's a bit older go, oh, I really want monogamy. What she's scared of is her dude getting a 21-year-old. That's what she's fucking scared of. She may not know it, she may not say it, but basically that's what the truth is, because she knows a 21-year-old is going to be more desirable, higher status, more fertile. That's what she's scared of.
Cheating is bad when you're 30 or 27.
So no, but it's not about that. I'm telling you the shift in the female mentality, because when a female is 20, she doesn't give a fuck about any of this. She doesn't want to find a nice man. Now she's trying to, like you're saying, chasing a lifestyle, chasing Mr. Promiscuous, chasing Mr. Famous. Doesn't give a shit until she starts getting scared. Oh shit. Oh, my age begins with 3 now. And then they change, their mentality changes. It's a fear element. That's the reality. And it's a biological fear element. I'll give you an example of it. you know what's amazing about humans? We are still very primal. When men like these two and me, when we walk through the mall, people just move. It's like you can sense when the big animals turn up, right? It's something amazing about humans. If you have a very attractive 45-year-old woman, she's gorgeous, but a gorgeous 19-year-old walks in, look at that 45-year-old woman's face. She's furious. She fucking hates her. She just doesn't like her for no reason. Yeah. Because women understand, unfortunately, but your age is a massive indicator in your value. In an inverse way to men, men are more valuable as we get older. Every woman knows that. Every woman will sit here and go, yeah, well, I know a man who's older than me. Of course. But if I say it the other way around, I'm misogynistic. It's just the reality of the world. So then we have to go into the other point. The point is this. When you were at your peak value, you had zero interest in monogamy. But then you find a man who's 35 at his peak value. He's finally struggled and worked because when he was 19, no girl spoke to him. When he was 23, he was broke. When he was 24, he had no life experience. When he was 25, he couldn't fuck. When he was 26, whatever. He finally gets to the point where he's now at his peak value. Him at 35 is you when you were 19. And then you're sitting there saying to him, no, you should be monogamous. It's like, well, you fucking weren't. You did whatever you wanted in your peak. Now I'm finally got there. And I had to work for my shit. God gave you. God and L'Oreal gave you. I had to fucking struggle. I had to go through hell to get on this yacht. You got on the yacht with an Instagram DM. I had to buy it.
That's that nigga lets her on that yacht. And on top of that, values her for her looks. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her utility around what she can do for me. So that, but a lot of niggas get on and they get money and all that shit, they get popping and they just, they just want the bitches around them to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Nothing with really any purpose. You know what I'm saying? Purse first, ass last. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? So
now you're telling
this I think this comment and this rhetoric, this critique is on the mindset that gets developed in women with the way things go. Like, you're going to ask for a top guy after you've already been used, and then you're going to look for monogamy, knowing that you're in less of a position to ask for monogamy because you can't compete with the other woman that he could have who would accept it, blah, blah, blah. Like, bottom line is, quite frankly, no matter how old, no matter how fat or ugly or broke, you name whatever quality that woman is, she can still ask for monogamy. Even if she's in the worst position to compete with other women, that man can still value her in whatever way he does, or he can want to be monogamous and didn't agree with that. Go be with a man that agrees with you on that factor. I wouldn't even have this debate with her like, oh yeah, there's better women looking out there than you. They're younger, they're faster, they're smarter, they can fucking just do whatever they want. They're just bad as shit. Maybe that wasn't the kind of man she wanted anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
I need to fucking settle down and behave and grow up? Fuck you. It's bullshit.
You're assuming that the journey is a man that starts with nothing to something, because there's a lot of men that
is
have
exactly the journey of every man on earth. We are born without value.
So there's specificity in that.
Can I just
because that's not how it should be for everybody, and that's not how it is for everybody, and not for every woman either as well, may I just say.
Can I ask Brittany something, please? Then you've learned in the past, and now you want to find someone to settle down. With hindsight now,
it's crazy.
Would you have reversed it and started young, looking for someone to settle down with, looking for those values that now you know? I'm talking that with hindsight.
Okay, well, I actually, from 18 to 22, I was in a relationship. I've always actually been a lover girl, despite what I put out online for,
I've never seen you online.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's even better. I have always wanted one person, and I feel like I was so delusional in thinking that, oh, I'm like you said, like, I have value, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm at my peak, like, why wouldn't you want to be with me? So going into these relationships, or just just people, my goal was always to get commitment. Like, I'm giving you my time, I'm pouring into you because I want commitment. And the reality is I never really understood my value. So I was going through guys, giving up sex, doing this, and it didn't make sense. So I believe in, I stand on everything I do. Like, I don't do apology tours. It is what it is. And I think that's where I feel like when they talk about women being delusional and all these other things, it is true. Because what you have to understand is that there are repercussions to your decisions, which is fine. So then you're talking about, okay, well, I want this type of guy, I want this, that, and that. You're talking about maybe monogamy. That's 3 to 5% of animals are monogamous. I think that's what it is, right? So your window is really, really small for what you're looking for. And even to go on to the point where you said, where you were talking about, it's like a subconscious fear. I think it's like, for me, I feel like if it was more of a fear, I would have just stayed in my situation. Like, it wouldn't have made sense. Like, that was my first kid. I thought I waited and did it right. I left because I believe it. There's something else on my heart when it comes to love, and I'm just gonna have to trust that. And if that means being alone, having a dog, I have to take that chance because the Bentley, the ring, the house, and still getting, again, deceived, right? Disrespected, because deceit is disrespect, right? So I cannot settle for that. I can't suck a dick and shut up. And that is where a lot of people don't like my views and what I represent because it is something new. I don't know how it's gonna fucking end.
Hey,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
What would you tell your 17?
I don't want to be with that guy.
What would you tell your 17-year-old self, knowing what you know now? Looking back, and you had to meet yourself at 17. What would you tell what would you tell yourself? Like, lock it down and wait for the right.
This is an important part for all the women who are like just have low value and low self-esteem and just will let any guy come into their life and use them in any way. This is an important conversation.
Man, don't have sex. What would you tell your 17-year-old self?
That the answers aren't outside of you, because I feel like I'd always look for men to answer all of my questions that I've ever had. I thought when I had a man, it would complete me, and I feel like too, especially with like my dad not being in my life, you look for somebody to guide me, like.
Not gonna lie, bro. The ones with the daddy issues be the baddest. I plead the fifth.
That's where, for me, I put too much value in someone else having the.
It's always the daddy issues, bro. It's always the daddy issues. It always.
Answers for me. So that's why I'm really big on accountability. So I would just tell myself, like, to be patient, to take your time, because I was always quick. Oh, let's try to get in a relationship. Like, we weren't even compatible. There's a lot of just not compatible factors. So I feel like for me, it would be to slow down and to really get to know people instead of just blindly banking on potential that most likely will never be tapped into, or selling myself short because there's a fear of, well, I don't know, this could be the best that I could get. I might as well just shut up and suck a dick.
And that's what I meant about women nowadays, because exactly what you'd be telling your 17-year-old self is what happened back in the day. So when I'm repeating these things, I'm going, oh, you're old-fashioned. But it seems like women do what they like, and then they hit a certain age and say, oh, well, I've got to settle. But it's not settling. You're just getting whatever you can.
You know,
or whatever you deserve.
You know what?
Because if you think back now, you'd be telling people now, rather than say that auntie's old-fashioned or auntie don't know what she's talking about, look what she'd be telling her 17-year-old self, which ain't nothing that I already said.
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
really and truly, let me finish.
She just want to disagree with her so bad, it's not even funny.
Because what I've always said, and you can check, I'm an older version of you. So where you've been, I've already been on up come back. So that's why I asked you, what would you tell your 17-year-old self? Because me telling you is, I'm telling my 30-year-old self. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So it's not that I'm old-fashioned. It's just that women hit a certain age and then realize, oh my God, it wasn't that old-fashioned. You know, it works because it does. But there's no point in waiting till you're a certain age to start thinking about it. You know, even if you're like, you hold your own accountability. So it's like if you meet somebody and they were like 17, 18 and you saw them acting a certain way, they ask you for advice, you wouldn't say do as I do. You say, listen, this is what happened to me and this is what I thought and what I recommend you do is blah, blah, blah. Am I right or am I wrong? If they ask you for your advice.
No, I totally get what you're saying. Like, I totally agree with that. I think that no matter what you decide to do, you have to accept whatever repercussions come behind that. So any advice that I give to anybody is do what you want, but just know there are repercussions, good, bad, or indifferent, that are going to come behind it. So, I mean, and I think that's just where I'm at. I don't even think it's like an age thing. I think it's like, in reality, I have a son, and you really start asking yourself questions. And again, I hate that it took having a child to really look into my life and call myself out on my bullshit.
So if you got pregnant earlier, if you got pregnant at 18, 19, would it?
I was always on birth control.
Okay.
I was on birth control for a decade. I got off birth control because the person I was with.
You know, I tend to have that effect on
again,
people.
I thought I did it right, clearly.
Let me pause this. I tend to have that effect on people. You know, they always love to put me on recommended at night. But yeah, I don't know how I'm on recommended. They don't really make much. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? And you're on YouTube. You're over on YouTube, right? I'm streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. Biggest fan, bro. I don't know, man. Oh, seems like that. Somebody else said that in that spot. Seems to take it up. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it looks like you're the only one on YouTube, so you're my biggest fan on YouTube. Let's do that. Do that. That works. That works out. Oh yeah, I can't access. Okay, but yeah. So what's up? What's going on? Wagwan, Wagwan. Pretty much what I'm trying to say here. Wagwan. Yeah, I know. I could tell by the Sammy. You're the only Sammy I know. I don't know any more Sammys. Not that common of a name. Quite uncommon, actually. Very uncommon. I'm lying. I'm lying. Not that uncommon. But, how you doing? We're putting in work. I'm really just chilling, like, watching this, because I was just like, why not? Yeah, like, it's, because I like to think about stuff. So it's great to watch stuff like this where, like, people are having a genuine conversation without, like, being dickheads to each other, or without taking everything too personally, or without every time somebody says something, they're like, oh, you're canceled. Oh, you're canceled. Oh, my feelings are fucking hurt, you know? Yeah. The Shadi is toxic. She's interesting, is what I'll say. I think very interesting in that her point of views don't completely misalign with everything that Tate and the older woman and the other girl were saying. Like, I feel like everyone here is just like beating around the bush of the same exact fucking idea, which is like, hold your own value, you know, don't fuck around, like, know your worth and execute that worth and make decisions that are inherently like applicable to you, or like that people that you are expected to make, or not expected, but like that like, as a person that you are, as a man or a woman, like you would be proud of yourself for making. That's pretty much what everybody is saying, but just in a way that makes themselves feel less bad. That's what I noticed. Like the girl sitting across, her right there on the right, like, she has been this entire time. She's the toxic one. She's the toxic one. Because the, like, auntie on the left, like, the girl on the right was being, like, mad, disrespectful and, like, really grimy. Like, she was trying to get the auntie on the left to, like, get mad, like, the whole entire time. Just because the auntie on the left is, quote-unquote, traditional, you know? I saw how she groomed the NBA player into having a child with her, but I respected that she's taking accountability. Oh, she did? See, that's she did mention the whole ex NBA player thing. I didn't know that she groomed them. I didn't know that. But yeah, like, she has a son now, so there's that. I didn't know about any of that. I didn't know who she was. Like, I still don't know who she was. I only know who she is from this video, literally. But she does say earlier that she knows what it feels like everyone making judgments about her, even though they don't really know her. Which is, I guess, whatever. But yeah, it's respectful that she's taking accountability. And yes, respect your elders, which is something we're doing. But I think Brittany Renner, I think her name is, she's not. I think you can tell that she's genuinely invested in the topic and that she's open to learning more about how to carry herself, not just as a woman, but as a person. Because you could, like, bro, this is I've watched 2 hours of this. The entire first hour and 30 minutes, she was mute. She did not say a single thing because she was listening and taking everything that everyone was saying, formulating her thoughts, and then she spoke out and said, hey, this is what I think, this is what I think, this is what I think. And now the entire conversation Even though at first it was revolving around Tate. Every time Andrew Tate said a word, everybody stopped talking. They just looked at him. He spoke a bunch of facts, spoke a bunch of very interesting facts to him, and entire conversation was shifted by Tate. But ever since she started talking, complete 360. Now she's the main character. Because it's like she took the time to take in all of the information that she was given so that she doesn't just look stupid. You know? People still haven't come to terms with the fact that this is a naturally toxic environment. You have to move in a calculated manner. Exactly. Like, because here's the thing. If she didn't go ahead and sit down and listen at first, she would have made one tiny mistake, and you know what everybody else would have done? They would have pounced on it. She would have said something wrong that Andrew Tate didn't mean, and then he would be like, actually, this is what I mean, bruv. You know? Or like she would say something slightly wrong from what she actually meant, and the other 4 would be like, oh, no, that's wrong, blah, 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 blah. Because nobody gives you a chance to fix those type of things. You gotta speak coherently, and you gotta take your ideas out and say them as you mean them, as they're in your head. And I think that people try to sugarcoat too much. What I like about the auntie in the red is that, like, very first 5 minutes, bro, the first thing she said into the mic was, I'm not about that bullshit, okay? You got something to say to me, say it to my face. That's how we're going to carry this conversation. And that's what I respect. I respect that. It's being blunt. There's no point sugarcoating all the shit. And I'm naturally a type of person that doesn't like hurting people. But in conversations like this, you just got to be blunt. But yeah, that's that. Like, internet is toxic.
Really
you just
not.
got to know how to wade the waters. That's like walking into acid without a hazmat suit. Like, you got to have protection.
Wasn't married, but it still didn't work out because it just wasn't my guy. So that's where I just think, like, even if I still would have taken it slow, there just were a lot of people that just were genuinely not my person, and that's okay.
I would just
Speaking of marriage, I wanted to know, do you think we're in a post-marriage society? Because on one hand,
she asked questions and just
all the little boys on the internet would have used her mistakes to attack the feminist community and random because most people like maturity. Exactly.
We also hear from the men.
And it's like, I think all the little boys that you're talking about on the internet, on the TikTok, that are worshiping Andrew Tate, guess what? Half of them see 1 clip, 2 clips, maybe even 10 clips. The point is, these are clips. That means the person posting these clips chose out this specific moment in the video. That means that everything you are seeing in that clip is of the narrative of the person who picked out the clip. I don't know if that made any sense, but more of the story is, you're not seeing the whole objective view. You're just seeing a very subjective part of what Tate is trying to say. And I think this is what's leading to not only a lot of young men that are and like bitter guys that are like using this to be like, oh, fuck women, you know, they should be slaves, you know, those. But then that's the reason for that, but also the reason for all the girls that are like, oh, kill Andrew Tate, kill all men, because they're like, bro, how about everybody just take a chill pill, sit down for like 2-3 hours, listen to the entire podcast, all of the ideas given, and then do more research on the individuals that you're trying to critique, and then come with a conclusion. That's what Brittany Renner was doing. Every single person that talked, she nodded her head. Sometimes she rolled her eyes because it annoyed her, but she stayed quiet. She stayed mute, bro. She did not talk because she knew that the first thing that came out of her mouth would have a significant impact on the conversation, and that's what it did. And I think that's something that I need to learn how to do, because what I do a lot is that, like, I nitpick a lot, but then when other people nitpick me, I'm quick on my feet when I'm talking, so like it's easy that like I can nitpick someone on something that they get wrong slightly, or that they can nitpick me and I could come with like a solution. But I think I need to work on like actually sitting down, taking in a response without like giving an automatic clap back, because I do that a lot where like somebody says something, I'm like, no, actually, no, this is the way, blah, 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 blah. I need to like sit down, let them talk fully, and then demand the same respect from me. What I need to start doing. See, you could always learn stuff, and I'm learning stuff right now.
We hear that women should wait till they're married to have sex, but at the same time, we also hear from the men that they don't want to get married anymore. So what do we do with that?
Birth control for a decade is crazy. Y'all know the damaging shit that happens to your body when you're on birth control. Don't even get me started on that, though.
Seems like it's true, because nowadays a lot of people are looking at marriage as a contract rather than a partnership. And there's a huge difference between that, because with a contract, there are so many terms and many headaches and this and that. And
well, it is a contract.
Well,
yeah,
there you go. That's why.
Leave, yeah.
But that's because that is what it is now. Because realistically, the traditional sense of marriage is not a contract, really, in terms of the law. Once the law is involved, that's when everything went tits up, I think.
Yeah. So the problem is that there's zero advantage to marriage in the Western world for a man.
Excuse me.
There is zero statistical advantage.
Take charge of his controller. No, he definitely
use your
tapped
head
out.
instead of your
That
heart.
was more like a woman,
advantages
feminine,
getting married. There are
intimate,
absolutely not
like,
none.
growth.
Because this new idea of new age feminism
Spiritual
just
journey
basically
conversation.
destroys all men
So
in the
respectfully,
idea
tapped out.
in the event of her leaving. The advantages to getting married, there are absolutely not really none. Because this new idea of new age feminism just basically
Legally and
destroys
financially.
all men in the idea in the event of her leaving. And it's very common that women leave, right? Let's stop the man versus woman attack, et cetera, et cetera. Life's difficult for everybody. We all have different challenges, different things to go through. But if a woman marries a man and it goes wrong, she has emotional heartbreak, fine. But if a man marries a woman and it goes wrong, he has emotional heartbreak. Plus, everything
Lost
he
a
has
bunch
ever
of
worked
money.
for is
Yeah,
worked out for
gone.
underneath him, and he has to give that chick money forever.
In some places, you don't even have to be married.
Exactly.
That's why the men don't want to live with the women either.
That's right. So when you make these rules and these laws, right, under the guise of feminism and equality, all this garbage, all you're doing is scaring men away from commitment.
fuck said it was
and then
cheaper
you
to
have to
keep
add
her?
in the other hidden element, and the other hidden element is what I said earlier, is whose fault a lot of this is promiscuous women, right? So when society's broken down, if women were saying, if all women got together and said, we'll only have sex after marriage, guess what men would do? Get married. But you don't, right? So now you're in Miami.
This is where I saw this clip from.
I go to Miami. I can fuck anything in the club. I don't have to marry any of them. If I marry them, I get wrecked. So, like, let's all use our brains here. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to be like, well, no. Bounce. See ya. No. So men have been scared away from the idea of marriage, and that's a lot of that is the fault of this new bullshit law and this new feminism and this new crap.
Well, even if she waited or gave sex up on the first night, it's like that doesn't make me look for long-term qualities. Like, if a woman fucked me fast or just made me wait 6 months, it doesn't make me look any more for long-term qualities or not. Either I wanted to be in a relationship with you, or I'm looking for a relationship, or I'm not. Now, if I lie to you just to have sex, then that's something else. But like, to think that her holding or waiting for sex for the average guy, it probably would. For the average guy, probably would. Like, I'm gonna just do whatever I gotta do to fuck. That's because he can't be honest enough with her to just let her know, I just want to fuck you. And then, to be honest, sexual attraction is an important element of a relationship. But like, she has to gauge: does he want what I want? Does he want a relationship? Is he even considering that? You know what I'm saying? That's an important thing.
They don't give men
And the woman, I'm gonna make them wait because they'll look at me like, come on now.
any tactical advantage. And I'm talking about small things. A man's not even allowed to be a man in his own house. Do you know in England you will get accused of emotional abuse? I can marry a woman, not lay a hand on her. I can just raise my voice at her. That's emotional abuse. I can raise my voice at her because she's going out drinking with dudes. She can go out drinking 6 nights a week with men. And I can say, what the fuck, you're my wife, sit down. She can call the cops, call me emotionally abusive. I get arrested now. Now there's a court case against me. I have to go to court and defend myself. She'll divorce me, take my house. I have to sell my car because she's drinking vodka with fucking God knows who.
But you notice that
It's insanity.
What do you think of child support?
And that's another interesting thing, because a lot of these arguments, it goes beyond man and woman, and it goes into the larger sphere as a whole, right? Because we talked earlier about war and how a lot of men used to die, and that doesn't happen anymore. So what you used to have in societies, and I'm not saying I have all the answers, I'm just commenting, right? What you used to have in societies is a bunch of men would die at war, because men have more dangerous lives than women. There'd be a bunch more women than men. The top G's would impregnate a bunch of women, and the top G's could take care of the women, and that'd be et cetera, et cetera. That's now changed, right? So a lot of the reason that monogamy is pushed is because it's good for society, and it is good for society. It's good for society as a whole to have a man, a woman, a family, they're together, the man provides for the woman, et cetera. The government doesn't want to pay for all these kids. If you don't have child support, who's paying for these kids? The government does it. It breaks down, right? So that's why child support is enforced in many parts of the world. In certain other parts of the world, child support isn't enforced because they have religious beliefs or genuine family beliefs that keep the families together. But in the Western world, now you need child support because you've broken things down to the point where men don't want to be married to chicks. Chicks don't want to listen to the man. The man can't even be the man in his own household. He can't even feel respected where he goes. His woman gives him no status. And
when he says a man can't be a man in his household, I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because I would not be with a woman who I cannot be who I am in my household. Now, if you are weak as fuck, I feel like he's speaking for the weak ass men who barely scrape a woman off the ground, and accept whatever she gives them in the relationship, and just follow her all her plans, directions, and influence.
That's definitely who he's referring to.
He's definitely talking about the weak motherfucking men, because it ain't.
And by weak, no, that's it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. No, you're fucking weak. That's all it is. Because see, if you're letting somebody push you around in that manner, you're just weak. And it doesn't even have to do with like a man and a woman, you being a man and being pushed around by a woman. No. You're letting even another man, if you're letting anybody disrespect you in any way, shape, or form without any repercussions, you're weak. That's just what it comes down to. And it's not like saying like, oh, every time somebody disrespects you, like fight them. But no. Somebody messing with you or not providing you, like for example in a home, right? Let's say with marriage, right? If you're with somebody that does not bring you peace in your own home, that does not help bring homeostasis to your home and protect it from the outside world, you're with somebody that brings the troubles of the outside inside, or with somebody that generates even newer problems on the inside than outside, to the point where you'd rather be outside in the treacherous world than inside your very own quote-unquote safe house, you should have been left. There's nobody can hide their personality that bad. If you got married to somebody like this, they weren't like this after you got married. No, they've been like this the entire time. Maybe there was a little honeymoon phase where you didn't realize, but at some point before you got married, you realized, like, damn, this person really just does not have any respect for me. And then you still decided to be a fucking bitch and go ahead and marry them anyways. And it's like, bro, all right, cool. But you're digging that hole for yourself, because here at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, if you don't have respect, everything goes out the fucking window. You can't, you're right. You can't fix people. It's like people see the red flags and they charge ahead, bro. Like I feel like sometimes men, I'm gonna say men, yeah. I'm gonna say specifically men because I have a reason. Sometimes men see, we're like bulls, bro, and I'm a Taurus. Yeah, that's gonna get me older, bitch. But you know, the zodiac sign thing. Yeah, no, I'm all into the crystals, the zodiac signs, but all of it, yeah. But what was I gonna say? Like sometimes men are in a way bulls, like bulls, right? Because bulls see a red flag, charge straight towards it. That causes them to miss the target that they're actually targeting, right? Men see a red flag, they go straight towards it because guess what it is? It's like, oh well, it's a red flag, but maybe I can like if I like probably, you know, take the red flag and burn it, like maybe it could go away. And like this, it's better to have one red flag than like have to break up and like start over all over again and like possibly not even get any flags, you know? That's what men do. You know what women do? Especially the delusional ones, bro. Like Lizzo, nigga. You know what Lizzo's gonna do? If a man doesn't clip her toenails at 5 a.m. in the morning while she's sleeping on the dot and cook her a chef's level breakfast, like she need to be eating that much anyways. I'm sorry, that was not nice. But like, she's gonna be like, okay, I don't need you because I'm a girl and I could get any other man, because the other man I'm gonna get anyways is also weak and has no self-worth and will grab me anyways, because guess what? Oh wait, it's another man that like has no options and like will pick me up anyways. Haha. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's just turning into a thing where like weak men make more weak men. That's all it is. Because as you inflate the egos of a lot of women by being weak, other people don't feel like they can, fight against these egos. Feel like they have to succumb to these egos. And so they become weak. And then it just becomes a perpetual cycle of like weakness and weakness and weakness and getting bitched and disrespected and all of that. And I'm using very heavy language because at the end of the day, I don't think people understand. They do the same thing. What do you mean? Like the red flag thing? No, women do a thing where like they try to fix people too. I get that part. They definitely do. But my thing is they have less consequence. I think that's literally with women. You talking to me? Oh. Anyways, like I was saying, so I feel like women in general just have less consequence to all of their actions. Hear me out. Hear me out. So, right? You have what? No. So, you have for example, let's say trying to come up with an example. So like I won't notice you turning up the volume. Anyways, like I was saying, wait, the emotional consequences there, they be looking foolish. But what I'm saying is, emotional consequence, cool, right? Men are gonna have emotional consequences. Women are gonna have emotional consequences for trying to fix people that cannot be fixed, and therefore their hearts are gonna be broken and their affirmations, whatever, their self-worth diminished, whatever. Everyone's gonna have emotional consequences. I'm not saying that the consequences don't exist. I'm saying that women have less consequences, barely any, because at the end of the day, I mean, obviously, like, mental health is very important. True. But, right? How does emotional consequence tally up or relate to financial and social consequences? Right? Because here's the thing, right? I'm going to give an example to make it better, right? So, same exact scenario. Woman gets with a man, very bad influence from the very beginning, not rides with a bad group of people, does very bad things, whatever. She's like, damn, I can fix him. I can make his life better by giving him love, care, affection, whatever. She does all of that. He cheats. And she's like, okay, but it's fine because he's really used to his past life, and he's working hard to fix it. And then the guy keeps on egging her on by saying like, oh, I really, really love you, and then turning back around and, doing some dumb shit. And that's a perpetuated cycle of, once again, trying to fix, not being able to fix. And so, guess what a woman walks away with? Probably a sense of a lack of self-worth and emotional scars. And then guess what happens? She goes to the club and another guy hits on her. He gets another boyfriend in a month. Now, I'm not saying that like this is with all people, because some people have like lasting scars from past relationships and trauma and whatnot, and that's true. But my point is that there's always more opportunities for women, and that's not even the consequences. I got sidetracked. That's not even the consequences. Let's go back to the consequences. Emotional consequences, yes, but she has all the leverage, right? Even though emotionally, due to the emotional drawbacks, she's not gonna want to speak out about it. She can always, she is physically capable of going to the police station, reporting that shit if she ever gets touched or abused. Anyway, right? And guys are too, but much less likely to be believed, obviously. But there's that. Or she could lie, right? She could always lie. Like, to get back, she could be like, I can't believe you did that to me. Well, damn, now I'm going to tell the police you raped me. And bro, and I'm not saying anything like negative about women in general. I'm just saying the facts as it is, right? Guy in the other chance, and I think marriage was a better example actually. Let me review that scenario for marriage. So, married to the bad person does a lot of bad things, cheats a lot, she divorces. Cool. Right back on the market because guys, she has an unlimited supply of guys. Not always, because I see girls get obsessed with the man they can't fix to the point where they refuse to take any other man serious. But what I'm saying is, that's the emotional. I'm saying that exists. But physically, they always have more options. Other than that obsession, like if they stopped one day and was like, nah, screw this, and they went to the club, they walked out, they breathed air, bro. If they breathed air next to their boy best friend, there you go. Back on the market immediately. New boyfriend. Like I'm saying, the capability is a lot easier, right? Because the mark is a lot lower for women than for men. For most women, they just have to exist, right? For most men, it's like, oh my God, I can't. It's being broke for me. Oh my God. Like, oh my. Yeah, can you believe we went to the Versace store and he didn't even get me like that Chanel bag? Oh my God. Wrong stores, but like at least he should have like gotten his chauffeur to like go to the Chanel store and like get me the bag. Oh my God. This giving broke. And like obviously that's not all women and it's not all men. And this is generalizations, but it applies to the majority of the population. So I'm seeing it as fit to find it I guess irrelevant, or not irrelevant, I forgot the word, negligible. Yes, the difference is negligible. So I'm substituting it as a definite thing. But to the example about men get bad person, probably degraded a lot, probably made to feel like they have not a lot of self-worth in the same way that women do. Probably disrespected a lot, probably socially shunned because of the way he is treated, because when your wife doesn't have any respect for you, nobody does. Nobody does. And people in the neighborhood will know, people in your family will know, whatever, etc., etc., etc. There you go. Already we have not only emotional consequences, social ones too, right? Already. And we're not even getting into the financial if we're talking about getting married. And even adding on to that, but like really think of, do you really think that applies to most women in general, or most women are highly influenced by media? Because there's a difference. But isn't most women highly influenced by media, most women in general? Considering we live in 2020, I was about to say 2023, I'm on my computer right now with like another TV right there, and then I got a Chromebook right here, and then I got a cell phone right here. Where's the camera? Right here. Like, I feel like those two are synonymous. Like, obviously, but what I'm saying is they're synonymous where we live. We live in a westernized place. Like those two things, which is most women in general and most women highly influenced by media, those are one and the same in Western culture. Like the most highly influenced woman in Western America by media doesn't matter. Because look, here's the thing. If you don't even touch social media, even if you don't touch social media, everybody around you does. And if they reflect the ideas of social media, guess what you're going to reflect? Their ideas. You are who you surround yourself with at the end of the day. So if your friends are on social media, or even let's say they're not, somebody out there is on social media that you're going to meet, and they're going to put those ideas onto you. They're going to, not like they're going to make you do it, but the way that people say things can be very persuasive without giving the whole entire story. So for that reason, I say that the media part and the general are synonymous. They can be used as one term. But for the men, I already said the social consequence. Nobody respects you, right? Emotional consequence. Obviously, you're made to feel like a tool, like an idiot, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Not speaking from experience, which is why I'm saying, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just thinking logically because I like to think. But now on to the good stuff. So, financials and custody. Do I even need to get into this? You know where I'm going with this, right? You know where I'm going with this. Bill fucking Gates, one of the most wealthy individuals on this fucking planet. Bill Gates, right? His wife. I don't even know her fucking first name. I don't even know her first name. I don't care who the fuck she is. She has. Look, I have no doubt she stood by him, done a lot of great things. She's probably tried a lot of things. She probably has a lot of skills. No, she probably has a lot of skills. But she has not done anywhere near as much work as Bill Gates has done to make his empire, his enterprise, his company, his corporation, for her to then become a multi-fucking billionaire in the span of a few years by divorcing him, bro. Bro, you're telling me this random woman that has no inherent value to society other than being a woman. Because by the way, once again, speaking from my subjective point of view, because I don't know what she's done. I don't know what businesses she started. I don't know. Right? She's probably started business or whatever. But the moral of the story is she did not have enough value to hold all of that money in the first place. She only got that value because she was with Bill Gates. She only got that money after the divorce because of that man. So whenever she's on an interview and she's like, oh yeah, now I'm a multi-billionaire and I'm running several companies with the money that I got from the divorce, whatever. What she's pretty much saying is, guess what? My entire worth, materialistically, in society, based on a man. And by the way, imagine this, right? You spend your entire fucking life, right? You spend days, bro. You have countless sleepless nights working on a company. You have so much stress. You have so much. You might even contemplate suicide at times because you're doing your best and yet your company isn't coming off the ground. The startup isn't doing very well. You guys haven't gotten a profit yet. You've been at a loss for 4 years, and every single quarter the dividend stocks are losing value. All of these things, bro, and you're the CEO in charge of managing all of this, right? Imagine you're doing this for fucking decades, bro. Decades, and it finally pays off only to lose like a fourth or a half of it. Somebody that did a minuscule fraction of the work that you did. That in itself is not only the financial consequences, but it also amplifies both of the other consequences. That's the thing. They add on to each other. It's like an exponential curve, right? Because you have the emotional consequence. You're already feeling bad. Right? Then nobody starts respecting you. That makes you even feel worse about yourself. You're feeling worse, which makes then less people start respecting you. Then it keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then your wife says, "Hey, I'm suing you for the divorce." And that makes you even more depressed, whatever, etc. And you go to the divorce, you're fighting your best, and you lose half of the money that half of the value, half of your assets that you've worked so fucking hard for. That's gonna even amplify that emotional damage even more. So then that brings us to the question, like, look, I personally feel like this isn't a thing that's like women's fault. It's not because women are inherently evil. It's just how it is. That's just how things are currently with modern society. That's just how things are. Can they change? Possibly. Are they at the fault of like fucking like are we gonna demonize women? No. Like bro. This is why prenups are a thing. But guess what happens, bro? Guess what happens? How often do you see a thing? I've seen this quite often, not in person, but I've seen several cases from my very subjective and very small-minded and not very, widely, not very knowledgeable perspective of research on the internet. I've seen so many times where a guy is asking for a prenup and a girl is offended. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you're asking for that. Do you seriously think I'm a gold digger? Oh my God. I can't believe I wasted my time on you. Oh my goodness, this is disgusting. I can't believe that you'd ever do that. Like, you don't even trust me. How can we, like, bro, you see that emotional manipulation right there? And then a lot of times the guys are fucking dumbasses and say, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's not do it. I trust you. whatever. But